Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, the only light I have on is the ring light back because I wanted to see what y'all thought about how it looked. So I'm going to do the intro, give YouTube time to notify people. I know we're an hour earlier than we normally do, and it's a Sunday, so I'm thinking maybe people want to go to sleep early if they got to get up for work on Monday morning. And we got quite a bit to do. So the intro. Hello and welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Dion. I call this channel right here the Crazy Troll Nation. Why? The crazy part is just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self, not feeling like you need to be like someone else or act in a way that is not how you usually act. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to or wherever you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Because here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self acceptance and self love, embracing our natural features. Hey, Heather, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. I hope that resonates with you, and I hope that you will stay if this is your first time here. Two things I need to let you know if you're new here. I do curse because I curse. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches in videos. I do always say excuse me unless somebody's doing my makeup because I don't want to be like, breathing in their face. So Heather, if you can, let me know how the lighting looks because I don't have on the lights over there. I just have on the ring light in the back. Hey, Lock, how dare I interrupt your shopping session that you had no business in? I'm trying to help you out, Lock, because we cool like that. So both of you, if you can tell me how the lighting looks. I don't have the light on over there. I just have on the ring light in the back. Lighting is fine, maybe a little dark. Okay. And if I would have to get up to turn that on, but I did charge all three of my little lights. And so I will put one on this side and we'll see how that looks. Oh, I hit the wrong. Oh. And we're going to we put this one over there. We're going to put this one on this side. And then you guys can let me know how that looks. Because I was wondering, like, is that any better? I got 3 pages open. I'm ready to go, says Heather. But I'm doing my modules for a new hospital I'm onboarding. So I haven't completed these purchases. Y'all, how's this lighting? Is it any better with these little ring lights, or is it still really dark? Because if it is still really dark, I'll just have to get up and turn that on because the switch is like way over there. I was hoping, we're just experimenting, I guess. The other little one I'm putting on top of. Hey, Dawn. Oh, Dawn is alive. Hey, Dawn is not Dawn dead. And I put the third one up top next to the webcam thingy. So how's this lighting? Is it still dark or if you're planning? I'm not going to do a look, but I am going to show you some stuff. I was going to do a base face, but I'm thinking not. Heather, you may need to check as a stress relief with all these modules. Not dead yet. All right, I need to unplug the one in the back so I can get to where the light switch is. Ooh. All right. Okay. Oh, that is a lot better. I don't know why I thought, and that's not even with the ring light on in the back. I don't know why I thought that light over there didn't make a difference. And now the ring light on is back on in the back. So how is this? We have on a ring light in the back, the 3 little ones, one here, one there. Sorry for poking you eye. And we have, I don't know what those lights are called. It has a long base because it's a tall lamp, and it has like 5 arms on it, and each arm has a thing for a light bulb. I think it's called a floor lamp. I don't know, but one of the bulbs did blow out. But so there's 4 light bulbs working on that side. Oh goodness, Heather. Brighter now versus at the start. Thank you, Lock. Y'all be working. Man. Where are we going to start? I just got back from academy tonight at about well, this after, well, whatever. It was like around 4:30-ish when I got back home. Thank you, Heather. And I left Thursday afternoon. And so I just got back home today, and I'm like, you know what? I said, I'll unpack with y'all, show y'all what I took. Y'all, I only did one look and I came to a conclusion. And so I did take stuff to do. I took a shit ton of palettes because I did two ranking. Y'all, I did I did two ranking videos. Like his modules, I'm like, isn't safe. Like, prove my competence. Exactly. Like, if they didn't trust you to do your job, then why, have you there? Yeah, it was just a long weekend, and I took one Natasha Denona palette to use because that's the one I call my Trio Chrome Quint palette. But yo, I did two ranking videos, and y'all know how anxiety ridden that is for me. And I only did one look, and that was just a base face, and I came to a conclusion, just like, And so I'm going to unpack with you. Agreed. Many of them says Heather just redundant and not even relevant to education. Hey, Kat. And so I brought this empty tray to put the stuff in that I'm going to show you, so that way it's easier just to carry. Because I have this and this, and so I'm only going to open this to show you, but we're going to unpack this. This is one of the Esom case. Y'all, this thing is heavy. It feels like 2 bricks. This feels like holding 5 motherships. I kid you not. Are you serious, Flack? You have Natasha Denona I Need a Warm in your Ulta cart. I think those shades will look really nice on you. Excuse me for smacking. Yeah, because me being tan, well, you've seen the looks I did. Some of them just blend in. But I do like it. It is easy to use. I love the formula. I think you'll really like it, Locke. So this is the Sigma. I purchased this used off of Macari. Because they don't even sell it anymore, so I don't even forget what it costs full price. But it was a really good deal. And so this is what I keep the brushes in that. Oh, you getting ads? Or you know what? I think everybody gets ads. I forget about them because I paid not to have ads, which the price is outrageous, like per year. But I just got sick of ads, and so I ended up just paying to not get ads. Heather also bought the I Need a Warm. I can't remember if I filmed with it, though. I don't remember seeing a video from you with it, but that doesn't mean you didn't do it. One just popped up and you skipped it. Okay. So what's in here are brushes that I wasn't using a lot for one reason or another, but they were still good brushes. And so I said, you know what? I'll put them in here so that way when I go somewhere, I can just pick this up. Everything is in here. So I'll just show you. And I did do a video when I put these in here. Locke says she may have missed it, but have you paired I Need a Warm with Xenon? Did I? I don't know. Heather said she definitely did use it, but I don't think I filmed or even post on Instagram. It was kind of meh for me. It is one of them palettes where it's either like, I feel like you either like it or you don't. And that could be said for like most palettes, I think. I'm looking at my gallery to see if I did pair. I don't think I paired, excuse me, Warm with Xenon, because that doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, I don't know. I have, I don't think I did, because I'm looking at my gallery. I have a lot of folders in my gallery. I'm looking at my 2024 Natasha Denona Looks folder, and I don't see anything with Xenon and I Need a Warm. But did I do one recently? Because I am using Natasha stuff right now, and I'm not calling it. Oh, Kat hasn't seen ads, but she's in a different country. I've been enjoying Heather's videos too. Yeah, I don't think. I haven't paired it with. No, I haven't. I paired it with other stuff. Is this the I Need a Warm? What is this? All right, so let's get to this video. Let me put that down. So what's in here? This part here, these are my lethal brushes. This one and this one are Sephora brushes. I use these for foundation. This is lethal powder brush, lethal powder brush. This is a lethal contour blush brush. This is a lethal contour blush brush. Because y'all know when I like a brush, I get more. So that's why there's like, you notice there's these three and these three are the exact same. On this side, this is a Real Techniques brush. I use this one to blend out my eye primer. Hey, Grace. And this is a Met 210 that I use for eyeliner. And these are all of my Fenty 230s. They started annoying me because they started staining. These two are the least stained. And then this one is the next least. And these three are really stained. And so when I would do a look, if it was a dark color I was using, I would be like, okay, which one is the more stained? And I would use that one for the dark eyeshadow. But then I got tired of being picky with what brush I was using. And so I said, you know what, I'll put them in here because I do really like those brushes, the shape of them and how they work. And so over here, what do we have? Eyeliner brush, angled eyeliner brush. This is a this is a Melt Cosmetics eyeliner. You guys can't even see that because they're black. Let me see. I apologize, y'all. All right. Maybe I'll just take them out. This is an angled eyeliner brush. I love it when all y'all chit chat and get along. Hey, Sarah. And this is a Melt Cosmetics eyeliner brush. And this is the Scott Barnes. Now, see, this I don't understand. This says travel angle smudge brush, but look where am I at? Look how thick this is. I'm like, what the hell? But I like this one for if I want to put a shimmer under here, because y'all know I usually put a dark pencil gel liner under here and then use this for a shimmer because then that'll blow it out and blow it down. So I do like this one. And I think I have another one at my station. This is a Scott Barnes Travel Blender Brush, which to me, I use it for packing. I'm just like, okay. These are 2 Blend Bunny brushes that I usually use these for lower lash line or if I do an outer V. And this one is just a random, what is this? And it says it right on here. This is a LaRouche brush. This one is LR007 Tapered Blending Brush. And both of these are the same. These are Makeup Geek. Are they the same? Because y'all know I'm good for being confused. Yeah, both of these say Define Crease Brush. When she had her 50% off or 40% off before she was going out of business, I bought 2 sets of 3 different brushes. And I wasn't using these often, so that's why they're in here. But this is, it says Define Crease Brush. But I use it for brow bone, lower lash line, if I want to do outer V. Because y'all know I don't really do transition and crease the way most people do. And over here, last but not least, we have one of these. This is a Scott Barnes highlighter travel brush. And I do have one of these at my station that I do use. This one is a Scott Barnes travel powder brush. I have one at my station that I do use over there. These other 2 are lethal. And these are the bronzer brushes. So these 2 are the same. And I did use some brushes. I only did a base face. I need to figure out what else I'm going to put with that video because I actually did the video in the bathroom because the lighting was horrible in the room. And it was less than 20 minutes. And so I need to figure out like what else to put for that video. And I'm sure I'll think of something. Yeah, I have the monetization turned on. So that's why ads are popping up. And what I find funny is that I've just noticed recently that you guys have been saying that you're seeing ads, but it's always been on for all of my live streams. And so I find that weird. So it seems like they just started popping up like in the last month. Unless nobody just said anything. But I think it's weird too because it's a live stream. So will you just like, they just cut me off? Like when you're watching TV and then it pops up where you left off, but then you're not in sync with what I'm doing. Like that's just weird. Oh, so Kat, you're saying yes. And so it just picks up where it left off? Yeah, that's just weird though, because then we're not in sync. It just started popping up within the month. And I don't know why they're doing that. I mean, because I've always had monetization turned on. The only time it's off is when I do like a members only because they're paying for the membership. So I'm like, I don't want to double dip because they're paying for the membership. And so I don't want to have on monetization and then they're watching ads because I do get pennies from when people watch ads. But it's weird that it just started happening like in the last month. It's just weird. There's another thing YouTube is rolling out. Um, they're pushing vertical lives. Excuse me for poking you in the face. They're pushing for vertical lives. I don't see ads at all because I paid to not have the ads. I paid for YouTube Premium to not have them. Heather says, yeah, this is new. I don't watch any other live stream, so I don't know if it's happening to any other creators. And I can't tell because I paid to not see the ads. And even if someone pays for YouTube Premium, instead of getting AdSense from them because they don't see the ads, we still get like a whatever percentage or something. What they're rolling out or about to roll out is another way for us to generate income. Like there is super chats for any video or live stream, and there's super thanks. Hey D, and so there's super thanks and there's super chats that anybody can just click on it to send money basically, for whatever they're showing. And for whatever video or live stream they're watching. But now they're rolling out something different. There's a third way, and I forget what they're calling it, but it can only be done if you're doing a vertical live. And I'm like, and I'm spoiled now sitting at the desk. And I never liked the vertical lives because I feel like I have this little tiny space. But yeah, so they're rolling out this other revenue stream for when people do vertical lives on top of the two ways already, which is the super chats and the super thanks. And I'm just like, why are they pushing vertical? This is not Instagram. This is not TikTok. Like, so I don't know. But we're going to unpack this, which is like the weight of 5 motherships. And I posted on my community tab. My roommate, when I had told y'all they gave me a roommate that was a student. I got an email saying they miscounted, and so and so was going to be my roommate, and so ends up to be a really good friend of mine. So that was really cool. But when I saw her, she came up and gave me this, and I'm like, cause of death. I'm like, what make up a murder, cause of death? I'm looking at it. She said, just open it later. So I'm just like, what is this? And so I did put a picture of this on my community tab, and the shade in question, it says appear in small print. And then down here, it says deadly weapon. And you see the leaping bunny on here. And it says it's a liquid eyeshadow. But I'm like, and when I opened this, I was so excited. At first, I was apprehensive. I'm like, okay, I don't usually wear liquid eyeshadows because of my skin. Members video request pair Xenon with I Need a Nude. Palette bingo style, 3 shades from each palette. Did I do Xenon with I Need a Nude? That's ringing a bell. That's ringing a bell for me. I'm gonna just check my folder again for Natasha Denona 2024 looks. But I will, and I'm gonna write that down. Because what members say I will do. I paired Xenon. That's not it. No, that's just Xenon. No, I have not. Ooh. And I don't think, now I didn't mix up I Need a Nude because that's going in my kit whenever I get done playing with it. All right, so let me get a piece of paper and write this down. So if y'all want input into the channel, make requests, join the membership. It's only $2.99 a month and you can cancel at any time. So Dawn, you don't have, I don't need a warm. Doesn't have I Need a Warm. See, okay, now Dawn is saying yes, she has those 2 palettes. Oh, with I Need a Warm and Xenon. I was going to say, you need to do a video, Dawn. That's what I was getting ready to say. Dawn says she doesn't need a warm. So in the, why does my pen not want to work? Do y'all hear this? I'm like trying to get it to start on my paper. In the warm and Xenon. Keep in mind, Locke, I swapped out 4 of the shades. And so when I pair it with Xenon, because you're saying palette bingo, 3 shades from each, do you want me to eliminate the retro glam shades that's in there so that it'll just be shades from Xenon? You know what I mean? Palette bingo. I'm writing this down. 3 shades each. and it may restrict it. Yes, damn. Okay, Lock. I'm writing down eliminate. You know what? If it was closer, I would show it to you. Eliminate retro glam shades. So that may limit it because no, I don't think it will actually because the palette was so grayscale. So taking out some of the grayscale shades is going. It may be similar. Dawn, have you started your channel? Asking so I can subscribe. Dawn, you have a built-in audience already. Maybe one day. I think you should, and I think you should start showing your collection, like strategically, like eyeshadow collection or indie brand collection, and then lipsticks and blushes or whatever. All right, so let me put on here Locks request. Oh man. Ah. And let me see. Let me scroll up so I make sure I'm writing what you said. 3 shades from each. So just one video, 3 shades each. Let me scroll back down because I'm not going to see it. So just one look, Lock. The one you can do those tabletop videos. We just see heads and makeup. That is true. People do watch those. What is today's date? Today is November 10th. So I'm just writing down the date that this was given. So Lock, just one video, one palette bingo video, 3 shades each. Excuse me. So this is what this was, Makeup a Murder. I had never heard of this brand. She said she saw it on TikTok. And I think I talked about this in the video I did when I was away. Okay, just one look using 6 shades. All right, one look. Whew, okay, thank you. Because I was like... So I have that all written down very sloppily on my paper. Yes, I made up a word. I do that. So in the base face, I think, did I show this? I think I just did a community post. But y'all, this is so cool. And she told me straight up, she's like, I could give a shit about makeup. This was before. And she says she does. Troll Queen Dawn has a request. What? What's Dawn's request? Wait a minute. I don't see a request from. Oh, no, wait. Lock would also like. How are you speaking for Lock? You're a member too, Dawn. You can make your own request. I need a nude measures. Dawn, if you saying that to Lock, then that's not a request for me. And when I had, I think it was when I was almost at 500. I think might have been around 400 subscribers, and I was telling her about the channel. Troll Queen Dawn has requests. Well, you know what? Dawn needs to make her request. Not about that. And she's like, I'll watch your channel. I'll subscribe. She said, I can give a shit about makeup. She said, but she said you'll have one like and one complete view from me. That's what she told me. And she doesn't wear any makeup. I don't even know if she wears chapstick. And I know she doesn't wear lip gloss or anything. But so she saw this on TikTok, and she said they had a whole set. And it came in like a knife butcher block thing. But she said, I love you, but I don't love you that much. She said it was like $150, $100 something dollars. But she got me one of these and her one of these just because of the packaging, because she likes hard stuff too. But let me show you this. Hey, Tanya, look at this, y'all. Look at this. I was like, what? And on here it says Makeup a Murder, Cause of Death. And cause of death is the name of the liquid eyeshadow that's in here. I was just like, and it is shaped like a knife. And even looking at this part, I don't know if you can see, like down here, the clear part. So it does look like it's in a knife block. And so she got her one, and she doesn't even wake up, but and it is black. I did put it on one night. This dries super fast, and I was thinking of the paint pots, even though this is a liquid. And the paint pot is sort of like a gel type thing. But I did one eye at a time. But when it dries, it dries. It was patchy as hell. And I only put it on before I wash my face to go to sleep. So I just want to see what the formula is like. And so you just turn it. And it's just a wand. And it is super black. But it blends out to like a smoke gray. And you can layer. But you got to work quick. You got to work quick with these. And so But I'm just like, this is so freaking cool. And I'm not on TikTok. And so when I did my community post, I did at Makeup a Murder. They have a YouTube channel. And I'm like, I never even heard of them. So I did subscribe, but I need to go see what else they got. But yeah, and this is the one who I roomed with. And we've actually been friends. We first met probably like in 2016, 2015. Yeah, so we've been friends for a while. So, okay, I don't see Dawn's requests. Hey, Tanya, did I speak to you? So, all right, so we're going to unpack my Esom case. You saw it, Nina? I was just like, oh my, like I have never seen such a thing. All right, so I did take this little Sigma thing to wash my brushes. And I think I only used four brushes when I just did the base face, primer, foundation, bronzer, blush, highlighter, finishing powder, and I used a spray. So yeah, that is really cute. But because it's a liquid, Nina, even though it looks small, this is a lot of product. And on the box, how much is in here? 0.18 ounces. And so I don't know how comparable that is to other liquid lipsticks, but look how it looks like a knife. I'm like, this is so freaking cool. And she got black. She knows I love a black lip. But I was like, ooh. See, these are the kind of gifts I like when people really know what I like. Yeah. You can find stuff like that at Hot Topic. I haven't been in a Hot Topic forever. I took a microfiber cloth, took that with me. This is the palette I took to do looks with because I am working through Natasha Denona palettes. And I call this my Trio Chrome Quint palette. And I know I've showed it before. And so I'm not going to get into why I call it that, but this is what it looks like. And so I was going to do a look with this row, and that row, because this came from a Quint, this came from a Quint, these three came from a Quint. Excuse me for the glare show. I apologize about that. And so, but I didn't do any eye looks while I was there. And the reason I didn't do any eye looks when I was there, because when I did that base face, I was like, this ain't it. This ain't working. And we'll get to why. And I also took a smaller microfiber cloth. Because usually what I do is I lay a large one like I do here across my station, like where I tap and fall out and stuff. And then I keep a smaller one to put the brushes I use on top of it. Or sometimes I'll just use the hand towels from the hotel. My friend is the best. I know him what I like. We give the best gifts to each other. I took my little palette, the little heart-shaped one. Y'all gonna be like, girl, I just knew I was gonna do a bunch of stuff. I took the Urban Decay eye primer. I remember saying how it was annoying to me getting the product out, but what I realized is if I pull this halfway out and I squeeze it, I do get a lot on the wand, whereas before I was saying like it was barely coming off. But I did take this to use. I took either for my brows or upper lash line. Now keep in mind what this palette looks like. And so I can do any color eyeliners, which I do anyway. But, I'm like, okay, I want to just, keep it funky like I do in a good way. So I took all these friggin' eyeliners. I took Contemplative State from Max Paint Pot. Because I'm like, I can put this on in my brows. And all the rest are Inglass that I took. I took number 86, which is the green. Excuse me. This shade, I don't know what I was going to do with it. Probably for my brows. I don't know. This is number 97. Where are we at? And this is a pretty shade. It only shows up really if I do either a very ethereal look or if I do like a smoky look. But then sometimes it kind of clashes. I think if I were to do a smoky look and put this on, but this would be nice like to do a double wing, even if it was a smoky look, just to add a little something like out here or for like in my brows. And we took number 87. Even though it's cracked, it still performs very well. And so they do dry out. The PAO is 9 months. But they do last a little bit longer for me for that. This one is number 84. All of these I got from Amazon because they're cheaper on Amazon than the Inglot store. Even though from online, it is the Inglot Amazon store. So I don't quite understand. But anyway, it is a little bit cheaper on Amazon. And of course, y'all know I had to take the red one. This is number 79. That is what that looks like. And y'all have seen me use all of these in videos. So let me line stuff up to put all this other crap. So we took the one size spray. I'm not going to repurchase this because I've learned to just hold my breath. Take a deep breath, hold my breath, spray my face, still keep holding my breath. But then when I open my mouth, it still gets in my mouth. And I'm like, I just can't stand it. I took 3 chapsticks because we were there for 3 days. So I'm like, I'll do 3 looks. We took cake batter, cotton candy, and vanilla mint. We didn't even use any of these. I was using just my regular classic chapstick that was in my bag, in my purse bag. I took 3 of the City Lips because I was going to top lippies, and I took enough to do ombre lips. Y'all gonna be like, girl, you took all this stuff and you used none of it. Nope. I did use this City Lips. This one is Orchid and it's described as cool tone, subtle purple shimmer. So I did use this one. Trying to see how you can see it. Wait a minute, where is there no words? So that's what that one looks like. These look like they're the same. One has gold whatever, and one has silver. This one, Midnight Sparkle Clear with Gold Glitter. This came out for, what was that, 4th of July. This one is a new one. This came out with that red one that I, the 7th. It came out the 7th of November, and I did do like a video. It was a testimonial thing that they had asked if I would do for their website. This is Silver Skyline Shimmery Silver with Glitter. So they look the same. One is just gold and one is silver, but when I wear them, I'm holding it wrong. When I wear them, I don't see much difference when I wear them on their own. Yeah, I was watching your video because I'm catching up on videos today. And I remember you saying, by the time y'all watch this, I'll be out with Adrian Game Over. Yeah, Grace be on the move, y'all. I'm like, oh, to be young again. And I took, these are the lippies I took because I just knew I was going to do ombre lips. And in a couple days, I thought to do it. And I'm like, because I don't feel right doing a lippy and my face isn't done. Like it's like either all or nothing for me. Like I'll do a base face and I'll do an eyeshadow look, but it's like, why do an ombre lip and like my face looks like this? Even though I know I'm adorable, I'm just saying. Like I at least want my complexion to be even. So all of these are the Sephora creams, and I do have more. Most of these are the new ones, and I did purchase to do ombre lip looks with these. I'm trying to turn it where y'all can see the color and not the words. So these are the colors. This one is 135 Mystic Purple. And I don't know which one I was going to use. Oh, shoot. Ugh. Ew. I think I might. Which one was I going to use with this? I think I was going to pair it with this one. This is number 13, Marvelous Mauve. So I was going to pair these together for an ombre lip. But I didn't. And we did, I think in that video, we did 123 Brownie, and we did an ombre lip with that and 72 Alter Ego. And I really liked how that ombre lip looked. And so I took this to do it again, like for an actual lip and not just as a try-on thing, but I didn't. And the other one I took was 97 Red Desert or Desert. No, it's Desert, it only has one S. So I didn't use any of these. And this is really come in handy because I can just sit everything here and then just travel it to my station. For complexion, I took my Milk Hydro Grip, which I am liking with the Fenty. So you kept it basic while you were gone. I just did one base face one day, and then I'll tell you why I didn't do any more looks after that. I am liking the Milk Hydro Grip. It does work well because that's water-based, and so is the Fenty. And this is the soft lit. I wear shade 335, the same as I wear with the soft matte. And so I do like these together because I'm like, do I really want to buy the primer for this? I'm like, let me see how it works. And I looked up to see the ingredients, and both of these are water-based. And so I'm like, they should work well together, and they do. For concealer, the only one I have, the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. I took this. I took, another lippy was hiding. So 4 red lip stain, 124 Rose Instinct. And I think I may have had the idea to use that with Red Desert to do an ombre lip. I think that's what I was thinking. Trying to get it where, here we go. This is like very challenging. And so I do apologize. But yeah, I think I was going to do an ombre lip with that. Yes, I took 6 lippies to do 3 ombre lips, and I ain't do none of them. We took both of our house. We took all House Lab. Well, not all House Lab stuff. They're 2 bronzers, deep level. Sorry for that. Deep level 10 and medium level 7. Y'all see me use these a lot. That's nothing new. Nothing new to see here, folks. Highlighters from House Labs, Raw Amber, Chocolate Opal. I like dusting this all over my face, like just lightly, because it can get me toasty. And Fire Opal, y'all. I'm loving Fire Opal. Oh my gosh, I love Fire Opal. I'm trying to whisper so I don't get really loud. I took 3 House Labs blushes. I took a Size Sky because I was keeping in mind how dark my Trio Chrome Quint palette is, and so I'm like, I'm going to take some poppin' blushes because I really thought they would look right, but I only used one. I don't even remember which one. So this is Size Sky, which is described as berry purple, and we took Watermelon Bliss, which is described as a universal red. So we took this one, and we took Hibiscus Haze, which to me I cannot go wrong with because it just looks like a nice, very almost not there flush for me. Fire Opal has been OS. So what does that mean? Because I'm thinking of one size. So what do you mean, Nina? Fire Opal is out of stock. Duh. I took two of my Hourglass finishing powders. I took Dim Light, this one here, and I took Eternal Light. This one makes me toasty too, but I find that I like it just a very light dusting on my cheek area, a little bit here and like a little bit here. Instead of where people highlight, I put this in where people will really use highlight, like the center of my forehead, the center chin, and then lightly dust it here with the big fluffy brush. That Scott Barnes brush that is like this big. Yeah, that's perfect for these, and it fits right in the palette. And so I really like those. The last thing that I took, which is why I did not do any more looks with it, I took this One Size powder to set my face. I forgot that I didn't like how it looked under my eyes. And this was the only setting powder I took. And it brought out the olive undertone from under my eyes. And so I was thankful I was wearing my glasses that day. And it cracked my foundation even worse than in the try-on. I'm like, maybe I used too much. But even in the try-on, this whole area, it was broken up. And my skin looked like I had large pores. My chin. Did I say my skin? My chin. And look at my chin. It's smooth as hell. But when I would look in the mirror, the foundation was breaking down. And I'm like, what the hell? And so I know I had said before, I'll just use it up and just put it on my cheeks and on my forehead, but I had forgot. And I put this all over. My under eyes was looking crazy. All of this was all cracked. This was broken up on here, the foundation. And I'm just like, I'm not using this again. And that's why I didn't do any more looks, because with this foundation, the soft lit, I do need to set it. It does not dry down for me like the soft matte. And because the soft matte is the soft matte. And so that's really why I didn't do any more looks. I didn't even do any more base faces because I have to set this. It does not dry down for me. And so that's why I didn't do any more looks. And so I'm not going to use this anymore. Because having to remember, use it here and here. So Fabulous 50ocity will be here this coming Saturday unless something changes. And I will actually try this on her. And if she likes it, I'll just give it to her. I am not using this again. I'm just like, this is just crazy because my face was just looking crazy. So that's everything that I took. I was going to do a base face. Should I still do a base face while we finish talking, y'all? Like says, I think there are speculations that House Labs is phasing out the usual full-size pens and bringing them back smaller like the blushes. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why what? Oh, wait, am I missing something? Wait. Let me back up. I just ordered bronzer from Benefit off eBay. Hula Toasted. Hopefully it's deep enough to bronze me. I hope so, too. And then Tanya says, me and loose powders are not friends. You know what? The Fenty one works for me. The Too Faced Born This Way one works for me, but it makes my under eye so funky, so I don't put it there. What other one works for me? Oh, freaking Fashion Fair, which is my favorite. Fire Opal has been out of stock. So maybe that's why what, Lock? I think I might have missed something. Oh, that they was out. Oh, that Fire Opal was out of stock. Okay, I got it. Y'all know sometimes it takes me a minute to catch up. Fire Opal. I love Fire Opal. That might be why I haven't been online because I left Thursday and just got home tonight. So I haven't even been online. And I stopped looking at websites to sell stuff. Damn. So they're already like running out. All right. Tomorrow we're gonna do a live stream. No. Yeah, tomorrow we're doing a live stream. That's to catch us up with the beauty budget for September and October. And Tuesday we're gonna do another live stream. Y'all forgive our troll queen. Thank you, Lock. Heather says, "Oh no, I wouldn't be surprised if house labs don't come back with smaller pans for all of their bronzers and highlighters." I think they're gonna make them all smaller. I think so too. And Nina says, "Thank you, Lock. That makes sense." Yeah, I didn't realize that the highlighters was going. And I thought when they did that with the blushes, I remember thinking, I wonder if they're going to do that with the bronzers and highlighters. And that is, I think, what's happening. And people don't care. I'm like, give me the big sizes. Let me show y'all this. These are the two bronze. I was starting to say we're going to do a live stream Tuesday because I've been placing orders. And the second to the last one should be here tomorrow, the 11th. And we already have our live stream scheduled for the beauty budget update. So Tuesday we're going to do a live stream, and I'll show you what I got. The only thing I will still be waiting on is from Lethal Cosmetics, Transmutation, that black one that was out of stock for forever, and Nocturnal, that deep brown that was out of stock forever. And I took them out of other palettes to put into my 669 dupe palette. But when they do come in, Transmutation and Nocturnal, I'm going to put those in the 669 palette because all the 669 shades are the newest. And so I want to keep it the newest. And wherever I pull Transmutation and Nocturnal from, I'll just rearrange those again and put in the ones I took out to put into the 669 dupe. I hope that makes sense. This is what I'm going to show y'all. When people talk about nobody's going to pan these things, y'all, this is medium level 7, the first one that I bought. Y'all see that dip in there? This is deep level 10. Y'all see that dip in there? So people can say what they want to, and it's because I don't have a lot of bronzers. So if you got like 30 bronzers, then yeah, have at it, being okay paying $6 less for less than half the product. But I'm like, give me the big pans. Both of these, you can't even see the H. And medium level 7 has the biggest dip because this was the only one I had for a while. I'm like, give me these big pans. Don't be playing with me. They are. And what I love about them and about the blushes is first time I used Watermelon Bliss, I was like, oh, but I kept blending it and it blended out. It was perfect. I was like, damn. And the same with Acai Sky. Like her stuff just works. It does feel like a luxury formula. I love the formula. This y'all see me stuttering. This had me shook, but I love the color and I'm like, I want to try it. I want to get it. And I did, and it's described as berry purple. I first put it on, I was like, oh shit. Blended out, it was perfect. It's something, this formula, it just blends out to perfection. It really does. And that's what made me want to branch out. Because at first, Tony had Hibiscus Haze because that was like the perfect blush for me. Couldn't do too much, whatever. But I kept looking at the other colors like this formula, though. And I'm glad I got them. Y'all better stock up then. Because when the tariffs hit, we will need to get smaller sizes in the same price. Y'all, Dee says she's been working on the same NARS cream bronzer for over a year. Yeah, and I label my stuff because I'm one of them people. And I like that her stuff has a 24-month PAO, so it should be good at least 24 months after you open it. And so the PAO, oh, really? Medium level 7, I purchased February 24, 2023. So I've had this. February will be 2 years I've had this. I'm going to keep on using it until it irritates my skin, and hopefully it never will. So I forgot what I was going to say. So that's what did I title this? We didn't talk about politics yet. I was going to talk about politics, and this is not a political channel. I was going to talk about that, why I did my base face, and I really don't think I'm going to do a base face. But what I was, I also took Dawn dish detergent, because this is what I use to wash my brushes. I took my lipstick applicators. This is in the nude sticks container. So these are my, you have enough to let enough makeup last through another 4 years. I know, and we got stuff. And I took my cellar water I put in here. This is Makeup Remover Scandinavia, and this is the finishing spray from Scandinavia. So this is all the makeup stuffs that I took with me. So what I was talking to a friend, and we were like thinking, and it's been a conversation with a couple people I know, like, do we want to leave the country? Like, do we want to leave the country? And I want to say it's tricky for me, but it's not tricky. First of all, I don't want to leave. And where I live at is a safe environment. It's 80% Indian in the community I live in. And so, I mean, it's safe here. It's quiet. But then when I do think about, like, where is this country going? I will say that I cried. I watched Kamala's concession speech. And after I watched it, I cried because I was like, this is some crazy shit. And if we have different political views, it is fine. It is fine. Yeah, that color was gorgeous, D. And Nina says she's been working on Laguna for a year from NARS. You're still enjoying Watermelon Bliss. Dragon Fruit Days, I liked it, but it was a little too cool for me. It wasn't quite ashy lavender, but it was something. And it just, yeah, so that one I did not. Did I buy it and return it, or did I not buy it? You know, I did buy it and then I returned it. And I seldom return anything. You watch none of it, says Tanya. She knew we were screwed from the beginning. Heather has enough makeup for 2 lifetimes. Some companies are already discussing layoffs. And so after I watched her concession speech, I actually cried. And I was struggling with reconciling, like, how far we've come, speaking of just as a Black person. Because I'm thinking of, like, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and the Rodney King incident, and like all these other things. That lady with the mental health issue, that the cop told her go to the kitchen and take the pot of water off the stove, and then he shot her in the head. So, and who I forget her name. They shot and killed her, and I think her boyfriend. And it turns out Medgar Evers, yeah, him too. And it turns out they had busted into the wrong house. And so they killed the wrong people. Yeah, Breonna Taylor, thank you, Locke. And so I was just like, and it really just hit me like, what the fuck? Like, as far as I think we've come, just as a people as a whole, it's like, no, we didn't. And because he did get not only the electoral votes, but also the majority popular votes, this is who America is as a country. Racist and misogynistic. And I'm just like, and that was hard for me. Thank you. That was hard for me to I can't even, I don't even know what to say, but I was just like, how, as a country, we're misogynistic and racist, because that's the only way he would have the popular vote across the country. And so I was thinking again, like, where would I go? And some places are safe for Black people, but not safe for single Black women. That is what it says about our country, Dawn, that we're racist and misogynistic as a country, even if not individually, as a country. He won the popular vote by a lot. It wasn't like just a little, no, it was a lot. So that's who this country is as a whole, misogynistic and racist. And I sat here and cried like, damn. And so also being a disabled veteran, I get free healthcare at the VA hospital. They ain't got those overseas. And even some countries do have free healthcare. Am I going to get the care that I need? Am I going to get the medications that I need? And then, because I'm living off of my VA check, am I going to be able to afford somewhere else? Or if I do have to pay for healthcare, because there are places you can go where the cost of living might be cheap, but once you start adding up everything, and so it's not easy for me to just be like, oh, I'll just save and because I do have a passport, just save and move. Like, there's a lot of little factors. Heather says, I'm seriously contemplating leaving the country. My mother is still alive, so I can't bring myself to leave her. But I've considered Toronto or London. I have heard London. I've heard of other few countries too, but then as a single Black woman, I'm like, is that safe for me? Because some countries are not as racist as here, but watching different expat channels, they still experience it sometimes on a small level. And so if I am going to be by myself, I want to know I'm safe. Because if I'm gonna feel not safe, I can just stay here. You know what I'm saying? And so, so Locke says the sense of entitlement and the societal norm that one could commit a hate crime and get away with it. Exactly. And it's going to be a lot more of that because he's in office now, and he's not going to prosecute people doing that shit because he's all for that shit. Absolutely, 100%. They want your money, your vote, but they don't want you hear or see you. Yeah, and that's how sundown towns are. You can go there all day, eat breakfast, go shopping, go to a museum, spend your money, but when that sun go down, you better be out. As the country does its job, I know I feel hopeless. And that's what I don't want to feel. I don't want to feel hopeless. I refuse to live in fear. And I do think things are going to get really rough because of his temper tantrums, and he's focused on him getting rich, which he filed bankruptcy how many times? You don't even have economic sense. But anyway, so the whole thing to me is just like, it's crazy. UK is a mess right now, says Kat. True, different degrees of it. Yep. And one of the expat channels I watch, it's a whole family, a wife, a husband, and their 3 kids, and I forget where they are. It's the global. I believe it, Nina. Nina says it's a global epidemic because what we do here, because there's ties to different countries that America deals with, it's going to affect not just United States. And if they want to say, okay, stop buying stuff from here or there, that's going to make USA made stuff cost more because some people only buy United States stuff. The shit's going to get high. It's going to get high. I saw a video about a lady, Sarah, who voted for him, but now she's afraid that she'll lose Obamacare to save her. Well, hell, says Tanya, the way they are treating Megan, I'm staying out of Britain. Yo, that was crazy. I'm like, she didn't. Okay, let me stop. Oh, hey, Sons of Ray. I just now saw you. How you doing? I'm here watching on the TV. Okay, I watch a lot of YouTube on TV. I have a 55-inch screen, so I'll just be sitting back, chilling, watching YouTube. Then I got to remember to go back on my phone and leave comments. D says, won't blue states be safe? I'm in the blue state of Delaware, but that doesn't mean everybody here is blue. And Delaware has 3 counties. Delaware is on a peninsula, and it has 3 counties: Newcastle County, Kent County, and Sussex County. The lower down you go, the more racism there is, even though it's a blue state. So I used to live in Dover, which is Kent County, the middle part of Delaware, and I did not encounter racism. But when I would go to Sussex County, when I was working as a therapist and some of my clients went down there, I would go in different places, and I'm just like, how long is our therapy session? Let me get the fuck out of here. So it's like the lower, and it's a running joke in Delaware as a whole. They call lower Delaware slower Delaware. They'd be like, oh, you going, like if I say I'm going to Sussex County, oh, you going to slower Delaware. Like, so it's known that they're, but where I am, yeah, and it's the blue state, but it's still, I mean, I'm scrolling up to make sure I don't miss comments. Blue states be safe, we voted, and Biden lives in fucking Delaware. Your city is probably 95%. Y'all voted for Harris, 70%. Tabitha Speaks. I only watched her video because I don't have the mental energy to watch this shit. And then I knew I was going down to Academy Thursday and coming back tonight. And I only watched that video because her thumbnail was a graph that says race and gender, by race and by gender, what's the percentage that voted for Kamala and what's the percentage that voted for the other side. That's the only reason I watched it. And it was eye-opening to me. Latin men, more of them voted for Trump than Black men. And Black men, I think it might have been 70-something% voted blue. And it was like 90-something% Black women voted blue. So I'm like, y'all Latino men, like, what the fuck? He's been talking about deporting y'all asses and y'all voting for him? I'm like, language barrier? Like, what is that? I was just, Tanya says, wow, oh yeah, Megan. Won't blue state. And Heather says, I think London and Toronto are cool. Canada has a high cost of living. I'm just like, I don't know if I could make it over there with just my income. Excuse me. You've been to both places and you have family who live there. If I had family that live in another country, I'd be like, yo, you got a spare bedroom? I would definitely. And then too, I'm skittish about traveling by myself. My sister, she was the social one. If you tell her, oh, such and such party, she would get on a bus, a train, and I'd be like, I'd be home. I'm not going nowhere. I've never been by myself on public transportation, but she would just get up and just go. And I'm like, I'm not like that. And I think it's because I get lost easily. So I'm like, if I go somewhere and I don't know where I'm at and I get lost, I can't even tell you where I'm at for you to come get me or to tell me how to get wherever I gotta go. And so, but definitely, and I was thinking about that too. Like, damn, if I had family overseas, I'd be like, I'm coming. The one says her state is blue, but the town work is in red all over. A bunch of hate. It's just friggin' nuts. I'm just trying to catch up on comments. Yeah, he doesn't, Tanya. And I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory or what, but something I was watching, they were saying that they believe, and this is the reason I don't watch a lot of stuff like that. And if I do, it's CNBC or MSBC. I watch a news channel or Fox News or ABC News or whatever. I don't watch people. Because it's like, oh, I think this, I think that. I don't want speculation because all that does is just make people scared and then people start flipping out and whatever. But somebody said they think that they're going to try to declare him incompetent to get him out of office so that Vance can be the president. And I said that may work for them because Vance is not as spastic as Trump. And so I think that would make him more controllable for Project 2024. Because he won't be freaking out like this dude does. And so I don't know. And nobody knows. Well, they know what they're trying to do, but we don't know what they're really trying to do yet. So that's the conspiracy going around, is that they're going to try and get Trump out so Vance could be president. And I do unfortunately think it would be good for them because, as I said, he's more controllable because he's not spastic like this dude is. Canada is moving this way as well. I'm not looking forward to the next election. It said that people didn't know how it's. People don't know how tariffs work. And what's crazy is that you can look for anything on YouTube. You can read the newspaper still. You can Google stuff, and so there's no excuse to not know. But then they say ignorance is bliss. So Michigan was red all over except for Detroit. Deep down. California is very blue, but there are a lot of mega folks here. Sarah, okay. I love when y'all speak to each other. Nina says she saw a teen get harassed in Sarasota, Florida, which I just learned was a sundown town and still segregated. What? See? Slower Delaware. I never saw a Trump sign in my city, says D. Yeah, I'd be laughing like they be like, oh, you going down in Slower Delaware? I'm like, and I meet very few people who were born and raised in Delaware because cost of living is here. Our taxes lower when we do have taxes. Like if you go into a store to buy something, you don't have tax. But like car tax is lower, house tax is lower. And so a lot of people from Jersey, Virginia, Pennsylvania, they move here because their money lasts longer. When they retire, they sell their house in Pennsylvania for like $500,000. They move here and retire because their money goes further. So I've only met maybe 10% of the people I've ever met here are from here. Everybody else is they come here to retire. Heather said he gained a lot of votes from both Black and Hispanic men. But more Hispanic men way outnumber the Black men. And 70-something% of Black men voted for blue. And so I know at first people were like, the Black men messed us up. No, it wasn't. It was the Latino community that messed us up. And a bunch of other stuff too. But, Sarah says, we New York just sent busloads back to Texas. Canada does have high taxes. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Canada's cool, but their cost of living is high as hell. But we still have free healthcare, says Kat. Why do you think he's worse, D? I mean, I do think he's as obnoxious and says even as dumb shit as this one, but he's not as spastic. And he don't go off on them rants and tangents and shit like this one do, in my opinion. You heard the same thing, Grace. You talking about people saying they want to get Trump out and get Vance in. Vance a problem too. Some of his views. Well, he's on line with Project 2024. I considered that too. Yeah, he is part of the Heritage Foundation. Yeah, he is. I considered that too. It wouldn't surprise me if Trump didn't finish the term. Now they want to protest. It's too late for that, y'all. It's done now. It's done now. Excuse me. Protesting is not going to change the election results. I wonder if his health is doing is good. He's so angry, he's going to give himself a stroke. Sarah says a lot of them have regrets and afraid. They need to be careful of trying to instill fear in a large number of people. That's why I don't watch a lot of that stuff, because it's like this person thinks this, and I don't want to hear what you think. I will watch a news channel though, because that's the news. It's just not somebody's opinion, even though sometimes they do try to sway your opinion and they just show you certain clips of certain things. But it's 8 o'clock. Oh, it's time for my 8 o'clock meds. I visited Sarasota in January. It says, Heather, there were few blacks, if any at all, and I got a lot of stares. I was with all white folks too, so that's probably what saved me, but I didn't feel real comfortable there. You just made me think of Candace Owens. Did y'all see that did y'all see that bridesmaid picture? It was like 30 white people, and she was the only black person. I'm just like, you don't have no black friends? That picture looked crazy. I was just like, girl, she got banned from something. I don't know if she got banned from YouTube or something. So we ain't gonna talk about her, because that was a whole nother thing. Every now and then I watch Reese Waters, and I know I mentioned it before, because he be having me cracking up. The way he be saying, and he be showing receipts too, and I just be like, ooh. I know y'all heard that one. Excuse me. Where am I at? Visited. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, Grace. It's just friggin' nuts. I read Vance's book 10 years ago. He seemed so much more reasonable back then. And you know what else I think a lot of people don't know? I forget what I was watching, and they were talking about how did Vance get to where he was? Like, where did he come from to be the VP pick? He got to where he is because he kissed the right asses, as far as the right political asses, the right rich people asses. And so he was getting recommended to do stuff that he didn't even know how to do because he kissed the right asses. So he really don't know anything about politics. But, and we know that's how it is. You kiss the right ass, you get elevated. So it's just crazy. Where am I at? Yeah, he did change. Once he got really in, and they started elevating him because he knew so-and-so, or so-and-so be like, oh, yeah, put him here. Once he got in good, a switch clicked, and he was like, oh, yeah. So he's very impressionable, because the change like that, Heather, I love my friend, but I don't think I'm going back there again. You think Candace might be banned from YouTube? I think she is too, and somewhere else. Oh, and also Reese Waters was saying how she was trying to go somewhere overseas, and they denied her visa. So there's even countries that are like, you can't come here because you be inciting hate. I'm like, damn. So I forget what country it was, and they were like, no, you can't come here. I was cracking up, like, how do you get banned from a whole fucking country? I'm like, this is y'all. Australia, thank you, Sarah. Yep, she got banned from Australia. I'm like, how you get? I mean, I can see if you're not invited to a house party, you get banned from a whole fucking country. I was cracking up like, is this for real? So she's known worldwide for her shit. That's crazy. Peter is a puppet. I agree. He is. Heather said he's a goddamn venture capitalist puppet. Exactly. I agree. So that's what I was going to talk about with politics, is that, this is what else I was going to say too. I was watching somebody's makeup video or reading comments. I read comments under people's, why is this red? Oh, I have a thing right here. Where am I? Because y'all know my thing. Oh, here it is. Oh, no, that's from when I had that, what am I looking at? Oh, this thing. I don't know what this is. I don't know if something bit me or what. I be forgetting stuff is places, and then I see myself in my screen, and I'm like, what is that? I was reading somebody's comment under somebody's video, because I do that if it's not a ton of comments. And somebody was saying that they don't even watch much makeup videos anymore or skincare videos because they're like the state of the world right now. And they were like, what's the point? And that day, I think that was the night that I cried after watching her concession speech. And I didn't watch it the day that she did it. It was like a day or two later. And I was like, you know what? That's a good point. Like with all this shit that happened and what's about to go down, I'm like a distraction, D says. Yeah, but they were like, what's the point? And I felt that for a minute because then I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to, I'm on faculty for an academy and there's a different class every 4 months. And I think it was like Monday or Tuesday last week. I was sitting here like, what's the point? Like, what is this going to change? Like, and I was just like, making videos keeps me distracted. I need them, and I have been watching them. I have because I made a conscious decision that I'm not going to feel hopeless because that's how this person was like, what's the point in watching makeup videos? What's the point in watching hauls? And people are all excited about new makeup, and they're like, there's so much more going on in the world, which is true. And somebody had, I forget who it was, but they were saying that they pre-record. So they're like, if you see me all happy doing a haul video, that was probably recorded like before the election results. And so people are just, we're I mean, I think most of us are feeling some kind of way. Makeup videos are enjoyable for me. And that's why I decided I'm going to still do makeup, but then that damn powder, I only did the one time. But I was really feeling like, excuse me, and it's an academy in the leather community. I totally agree with Heather says, Dawn. I don't care what anyone thinks, immerse myself in makeup. Yeah. But I really felt that for like half a day. And I'm like, what's the fucking point? Like, why are we still having this academy trying to help people learn and grow, find out who they are when we know as a whole, the United States is racist and misogynist? So I was like, what's the point? And I was like, and then so I had to really decide. Candy Crush says, Dawn. It'll probably give people the incentive to use what they have. And we're going to need to use more of what we have if prices and tariffs and all that. But so it took me like half a day. And I said, you know what? I refuse to feel hopeless. And all of us here, I mean, I imagine all of us here has been through some type of shit and we're still here. So I'm like, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. And somebody's video, I did not watch it, but the thumbnail and the title was something about Black women always overcome. They were like, whatever, we're going to make it. They were like, we're going to make it. We might cry today, but tomorrow we coming back strong. And I'm like, you know what? That's true. So I'm just like, we'll be all right. So half a day though, I was really fucked up in my head. And then I'm like, I'm not going to feel hopeless and I'm going to still live my life. And, do my service to the community and, teach people where I can, help people where I can and all that. Oh, for the professional side, it is confirmed that we are doing a class. Well, me, myself, and I are doing a makeup class in December. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. And it's for free. But my hope is that they'll really like what they learn and what they do and either join the channel and join the professional site membership or something. But Brooklyn Candy Crush. Someone said, need an outlet. Otherwise, I might go off. Yeah, I can't even cry because I'm so angry. I was numb. When I saw the results, I was numb. Like, I didn't feel anything. Because in my mind, I didn't even understand. I'm like I just couldn't understand that this is what it was. But by the second day, I was just like, fuck, like that is this that did happen. And then like the day after that is when I'm like, and then the next day I'm like, well, keep living my life. And this day when we preach, says Dawn, kindness, we preach kindness, but our country is even more hateful. I just can't wrap my head around. Say it louder for the people in the back, Dawn. Tanya says she gonna act like he don't exist, like I did the first time. Oh gosh. If you need to cry though, Heather, just let it out. And then once it's gone, just be done with it and just move forward. Because I tried not to cry too. And then I'm like, fuck it, let me just get it out. And it was maybe like a 30-minute cry. But, you know what it did do, though? It helped me get over grieving for my uncle. And I'm laughing not because it's funny. It's just like, it just bypassed my grief. Like for real. D says Letitia James lives in New York, is not done with him. And there is, I was watching, who was I watching? Or I was reading an article or something. And they were saying there is stuff that Biden can do in the next 40 something, however many days, to get more Democrats in whatever seats they need to be in. They said if he can get like 44 more seats for whatever it was, that might almost kind of balance it out a little bit as far as the Senate and the House. But who knows what? And I'm like, yeah, send him a memo to do that. Like so there is still stuff he can do. It's not going to change the outcome, but there's stuff that he can do to try to make it not as fucked up as it is, even though it's going to be fucked up anyway. All right, let me see. I'm trying to see comments. Yes, Heather, we're going to make it. We always do. I mean, all the stuff we were saying, Medgar Evers and like Martin Luther King Jr. and all Malcolm X and all that stuff back in the day, we still here. They was lynching us in public, and we still here. Well, not they're not here, but like as far as the people, like we made it. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, thank you, Tanya. She said congrats for the class. No, it wasn't Dawn. I was hopeful. I can say I was not completely surprised. I was very hopeful because I'm like, if they pay attention to the actual issues, he has immunity. Does he already, D? He's not president yet, though. He's not officially president until the inauguration thing in January. And that's why they were saying there are some things that Biden can do to get a certain amount of Democrats in certain seats to at least kind of balance out the House and the Senate stuff so that everything's not completely red. But I'm hoping they're doing something over there. I'm trying not to be angry, says Dawn, because I don't want my heart to be affected, but it's hard. My blood pressure medicine came while I was going. I checked my mail before I actually came home. It's a potassium boosting water pill. Because the 2 blood pressure medicines he put me on, both of them broke me out in hives. So I guess he figured a water pill was safe. So we'll see. Sarah says not to mention the areas that got the bomb threats. That might have deterred a lot of people from voting, and not to mention the people who didn't receive their ballot in the mail. I voted early. I'm like, there ain't no way I'm going out here on the 5th and vote. And it's just so crazy because it was a Thursday, and y'all know I'm always rest broken, and I always feel like I need more sleep. I woke up Thursday. It was maybe like around 11 a.m. And I'm laying in the bed like I wasn't even really still sleepy, which is really weird. So I'm watching YouTube on my phone for like 2 hours. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. Let me get up and just go vote. So Thursday, before the 5th, I went to go vote. And when I came out, y'all, because the line was outside to go in. When I came out the building, this white lady was in line. No offense to anybody that's not a person of color here. Like, seriously, no offense. She said, she was looking at me, and I'm like, one thing I have noticed, though, I am being more vigilant and more aware of my surroundings now. Like, seriously, when I go places, I'll be like... So she was looking at me, and I'm like, what the fuck she looking at? Because I don't know who she there to vote for. I'm like, why is she looking at... I'm looking at her like, why is she... What the fuck did she look at me for? And she asked me, oh, did you have to wait long in line? And I just went... Because I was really like I was on edge, like, what, bitch? Like, for real. My Camden, New Jersey came out, and when she's like, oh, was it a long wait in the line? And I was like, okay. And I'm like, actually, no, it wasn't. And she's smiling at me and everything. And I'm just like, and I said, it was like 10 minutes. She's like, oh, well, where were you in line? I said, probably like 3 people behind where you were. She's like, oh, yeah, that didn't take long. I'm like, yeah, no, it didn't. And then I walked away like that. And that's when I realized how fucked up that really had my head. Because I was looking at her like, what the fuck she... But I am more vigilant, like... All right, I'm gonna try to catch up more comments. Let me see. Anything, not to mention the areas. Oh yeah, the bomb threats. Dion, I literally can't shed a tear, just won't come. You might still be numb. Cause I was just like, what? I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it. I'm just like, this cannot really be... I was like, this can't really have happened. And it took me a day. And then I'm like, damn, like that really did happen. Yeah, I was numb. I couldn't understand. I could not understand. But there is still all this negative energy surrounding this election I need to get out of. Maybe I'll get more active in politics. I don't know. And Heather also says, I'm also contemplating starting a politics channel where I research issues and just report on it unbiased. We need good info that isn't biased, just the data. I think you should, Heather. And that's why I don't watch a lot of those channels, because it's just them just saying, their opinion. And I'm like, I want the news. I want the facts. And we do know the news will kind of sway us. We know that. And knowing that can help us get rid of our bias, because we know not to just go along with what they say or accept the picture that they paint. But show me some receipts. Show me polls. Show me whatever. But I really think you should. I think you should, Heather. And what's been pissing me off is that in the last 2 weeks, I'm seeing more and more people talking about politics on YouTube. And I refuse to chase those views. And I said, I'll just mention how I felt in the live stream, because I really was like, why should I bother even going to Academy? But I'm like, I'm not just going to do a video about the politics, because it will get views. But I'm like, I'm not here to chase views off of, and I'll just say it, a traumatic situation. Because for a lot of us, we're just like fucked up over this. And I don't want to capitalize on somebody's grief or their anger or their hurt, or, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Sarah says she went the first day. He kept saying he didn't need the vote, says Sarah. I think you should, Heather. I really think you should, because we need unbiased stuff, because some of these channels, and that's why I don't watch them. I do watch Reese Waters once in a while. I have to be in the mood. Where are we at? Oh, I scrolled up too far. Let me scroll back down. And then we're going to move on. Tanya says, what about those text messages someone received about getting chosen? That shit is fucking crazy. Tanya, that's awful and disgusting. And you know what, though? That as a whole, that's what this country is about. Not us individually, but as a whole. And that's what's really fucked up about it, because it's like, damn, like, so all of that civil rights stuff and all of that, ain't me, like, what was that for? Months ago, says Sarah, the postmaster screwed up Georgia's mail system, closed and consolidated a lot. He had to testify before Congress because the people weren't getting medicine, bills weren't getting paid. Oh my gosh. Hey, Monique, how are you today? That is disgusting and awful, Dawn. It's just, and I've been seeing screenshots on YouTube of part of the text. And on Twitter, I'm just like, I didn't know if it was real or not, though. And I didn't click to read it, because I'm just like, let me just deal with my life. I didn't see any rallies, D. Hey, Janessa. No, I didn't. Joining as I'm waking up from a nap. This election has put me. Oh, we are going through, y'all. Janessa says she's heartbroken, disgusted, all of it. Yeah, all the above. I'm tired of all the rage baiting comments. Exactly. That's the perfect phrase, rage baiting. Yep. But never any real facts. That's why you need to go ahead and start that channel. I'll subscribe and watch it. Dee's daughter's middle name is Janessa. That's cute. Whew. Hey, Monique. Weren't you already here, Monique? Don't forget the thumbs up. Even if y'all mad right now. Because I know this is some shit, and I didn't just want to do a video about this. And so I'm like, let me start with makeup. And this is when I told myself I'll do my base face while I'm talking about it, but I don't think that's going to happen. Dawn says, every single day I just feel disgusted, angry, and hopeless. And you know what's unfortunate, Dawn? Let me ask you this, because I really don't know. Well, you know what? Are you a person of color or not? And I'm not being offensive, because I don't want to assume. I don't think you are, but I don't want to assume. Sarah says, yes, it's real. The FBI is investigating it. Her rallies were huge, happy. His were small, people leaving all grievance. But you see who still won. Both electoral votes and public vote. So what's... I want to say it's unfortunate, but in a way it's like, walk a day in our shoes kind of thing. Not to be offensive. I promise you I'm not trying to be offensive. Like this, like through my base face. Okay, because I'm just... this is taking way longer than I thought, because I should have known, though, like, seriously. And I did bring 2 brushes for the foundation and primer. This is a Real Techniques 200 brush. I find that I really like this for the cream products too. And so I bought more of these using an Ultra code for their sale. You're not a PLC one. And I bring this Scott Barnes brush number 64 for powder stuff. And I did bring the cashew powder over here. Milk Hydrated Primer, Fenty Soft Lit. First one I picked up was Hibiscus Haze. Fire Opal is the first one I picked up. And Dim Light. I'm going to want more. Oh, bronzers. And the 2 bronzers. What's unfortunate, maybe or maybe not, but I do think it is unfortunate, like how I'm hyper vigilant now. When I see a white person, I'm like, that's unfortunate, because I do really think a lot of POC people are going to be hyper vigilant like that, because we know we're not safe, depending on your environment. Because even in the voting line, I was looking at her like, what is this bitch looking at me for? And that's when it hit me like, damn, I'm really like fucked up in the head over this. And so it's unfortunate that not being a person of color, people of color might be looking at you sideways. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm just laughing like as a coping mechanism. But don't do the blue bracelet. Oh gosh. Janice, I love that. I never heard the name. Oh, okay. But the last name. Don't do the blue bracelet. So it is unfortunate, because I do know not every white person voted for him. But y'all going to be getting, well, if you're outside of your normal community, you might be getting some looks from POC people. Like, and that's unfortunate, because just looking at somebody, you can't be like, oh, they must be red or they might be blue. But and I really do think that that's unfortunate, because, but then our history as Black people, I don't look mega, says D. I'm wearing a Buddha necklace. I love that. So this is the Perimeter Foundation. And so I do think it's unfortunate. It's just, do I want to put, if I put that over there, I won't be able to. Oh, I can put this right here on my laptop. Let me put my cloth down in case I spill something. But yeah, I didn't realize I was fucked up like that until I was looking at her like that. So as long as you're in your community, but if you go outside of your regular community, I think you might be getting those looks. And that's what's unfortunate, because you may be an ally for us or an accomplice for us. Somebody, it was a POC group from one of the conferences I went to, and they usually do have like POC type stuff, and a lot of non-POCs come because they're like, how can I help? What can I do? And somebody said, you know, being an ally is good, but we need you to be an accomplice. And somebody was like, what's the difference between an ally and accomplice? They said, well, allies, they help you with your cause. And accomplices, when shit go down, they're going to be with you when shit go down. And I was like, damn, like these people are hardcore. So they were saying it's not enough to be an ally and just be like, oh, yeah, I'm on your side. But no, be with us when shit go down. If a riot break out, you with us. When somebody gets shot in their home because the police bust into the wrong house, you're going to be with us. You're going to be walking with us when we marching. That's an accomplice. And I was just like, damn, they hardcore in here. But interesting, because when I'm out with my friends, we're a Rainbow Coalition because we got POC, Caucasian, and Asian American. Yeah. And when I'm down at the place, and y'all know what I noticed today, y'all, at Academy? I was the only Black person there. And it didn't bother me, but I realized that though, and I was like, wow, like I'm really the only Black person on faculty. There is another Black person on faculty, but they couldn't make this one. But I was really just like, I'm really the only like Black faculty person. And there weren't any POC students either. Well, yeah, there was a Latina, because we were talking about something, and it's like, if I say anything, I'm an angry Black woman, and she's like, crazy Latina. She's like, I'll be the crazy Latina. And I'm like, I'll be the angry Black woman. So I'm still not used to this being as glowy as it is, which is why also I need to powder it down, and it doesn't dry down. I love Gavin Newsom is fighting back, says D. Yeah. And so yeah, so just be aware, my trolls, that you might be getting some looks. Whether you POC, you want to get looks. Whether you're not POC, you might be getting looks. But yeah, I think that's unfortunate. But I mean, because we don't know, and just based on our history as a whole, it's always been, we've always dealt with racism, which is also unfortunate. So like, it's nothing new for us. It's just like, damn, we still there where we were like 80 years ago. Like, did we learn? Did we grow in any kind of way? This is the cashew Fenty powder. Ooh, I forget how much dumps out of here. Yeah, the and I'm just turning and tapping the brush. The fashion fair doesn't come out like that. Ooh, it's all. Ooh, it got by. Excuse me. I know y'all heard that one. Denise says, and I live in North Dakota, so a lot of people look like me are megas. And the megas will assume I agree with them and say horrible stuff. I make sure to give them an earful. I'm glad you do, Janessa. Thank you. See, that's an accomplice. Shit go down, you're going to be there and say something and not be like, and just kind of play it off. Because there are people that might be afraid to say something to them, and they'll just laugh it off and keep moving. But then they'll say, you know, in a text message or somewhere else to a friend on the phone, oh yeah, I'm on their side. I'm an ally. You're an accomplice, Janessa. And I think I can speak for all of us. Like, we appreciate it because the shit is just fucked up. And Dawn says, same. Customers every day assume I'm a Trumper, and many of them, any of your coworkers are. I'm glad I'm retired, y'all, because I would have to take some personal leave or something. It's still a whole bunch of powder in here. Got to be vigilant more. And I know, Sarah, and I didn't realize I was. So I saw that lady looking at me in the line, because I was really looking at her like, what this? Like, for real. And then I was like, and then when she was like, oh, did it take you long through the line? And then I realized that like a weight was lifted. I was just kind of like on the inside. And I was like, damn, like my head is really fucked up about that. Like, I didn't realize it till that moment. And so I've been walking around tense. Because when she said that, I was just like a weight was lifted. And it's like, I don't want to walk around being tense all the time. But I didn't bring I'm going to just use this brush for blush, highlighter, and bronzer, because I didn't bring another brush over here, even though I have my Sigma thing right there. I'm as chilly as I can get away with while I'm helping them, Sister One. I hear you. Kat says, oh, we're practically neighbors. She's in Alberta. Same here. They want to be Texans here. Yo, somebody said something to me about Texas. I'm like, I ain't going down there. Texas is a weird ass state. Before I went to Texas in the military, when O used to work at course as Nina, she knew who voted for who because people would take personal vacation days. Sarah says a guy came out of his house, shot up in the air to run off his neighbors, Latino kids. Damn, he yelled at the neighbors and told them to get back to his... Yo, this is deep level 10. I think, and I'm sure I said it before, I think they mixed up the undertones, or it's one of them brands that the undertones are switched, because deep level 10, which shows up rosy on me, is described as deep neutral undertones. Medium level 7 shows up bronzy on me, and it's described as medium to medium deep with warm rosy undertones. Deep level 10 is warm rosy undertones. But anyway, so this is what I do with this. I kind of take it here all the way down. I stopped sometimes doing bronzer here because then it looks, because then like this is connected to here, whereas when I leave it open right here, you can see that it's my skin. So it doesn't make it look weird. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to say it to make sense. You can still see my skin tone right here. Whereas when I would bring the bronzer down and then you see my neck, it's like, where does that go? But when I leave it open, this right here matches down here. And so to me, that looks better. But sometimes I forget because it's out of habit, just do the 3E thing. And so I'm trying to get out of that habit. Makeup time, says Sarah. I don't know why I said that like that. So this to me is rosy. Like this ain't no bronzer, and this is deep level 10. But watch when I put on. Thank you, Sarah. I mean, you're welcome, Sarah. I think, and you know what? Thank you, Locke, for saying go ahead and do the face because it is helping me not, I guess, feel stressed. This is medium level 7. And so I usually just put this back here just to add a little more dimension, like right here. So you see, this is just, see how that looks rosy? But medium level 7 says it's rosy. So I'll just put this here. And so you see how that just got darker? And I like the gradient that it gives when I do a lighter bronzer all the way down and then do the dark back here. What Nina say? People call the cops. They're really calling them good. Mm-hmm. I hit pan. Oh my gosh, medium level 7. Look. I hit pan. Oh my word. Do y'all see that? Y'all see that? Get the fuck. So people talking about, oh, you'll never pan on them all that product. I said, shit, yes, I will because I only have a few bronzers. Yo, I hit pan. Just oh my gosh. And I knew from before I showed y'all I hit pan on the Hourglass Radiant Light, the Hourglass Radiant Light. I hit pan. It's looking crusty around the edges. Like where the pan is, like around the edges of the pan part, it's looking crusty and Radiant Light. So I'm like, but it still works well because I'll keep thinking like, okay, is the formula about to change on me or not? And so for medium level 7, I will actually put it on a brush and put here. But when I do under here, it's whatever's left in the brush. But oh my gosh. It'll take me a while to hit pan on the blushes because I got 7 of them. I got 5 of the large ones. And I usually choose them at random. But I use these 2 together. If I pick up one, I use them both. And that's what I do. I know, I'm so excited. Like, I was surprised. I put the brush in it and I'm like, wait a minute. Like that little hole. Oh my gosh. So they can say what they want to. We'll take the small one. Well, you take the small ones. Give me more product. Heather says to Janessa, that's a great idea to make up play day. I need to do that too. Yes, thank you, Locke, for telling me to do my face because this is hibiscus haze. Sorry, excuse me for the glare. And excuse me for being so disgusting. Sigma needs to stop tripping and offer those in bundles. Offer what in bundles? The bronzers and stuff? And I have 2 Sigma bronzers. I use those the same way I use these 2. I put the lighter one here and the darker one back here. And for my Fenty, I do the same thing. The lighter one I put here, the darker one I just put here. And what else do I have? Those are all my bronzers, I think. Yeah. I was so surprised I hit Dawn. You saw me. I was like, and y'all were probably like, what's she looking at? I didn't even. So you know what, Locke? I'm glad I did what I did. So I'm tapping and turning. So Tuesday we're going to do a live stream. I'm going to show y'all what I purchased, except for the 2 lethal shades, because they should be here. They said between the 10th and 17th, but y'all already know what those look like. The black and that brown one. The black one and the brown one. So this is Hibiscus Haze. I cannot go wrong with this. And this was the only one I had for a long time because it builds up, but it always looks natural. Like, you see that? Like, I can just keep putting it on and it's still... But then I got curious about the other colors and was like, if this works this well, because it's something about how it blends out. I have a feeling one of these, like, this ring light up here, sorry for poking in the eye, that's next to the webcam. That one turned off. I don't even know when it turned off. I just noticed it was a little darker. And fire. Oh. Right? See? Like, it's just... And you see, I kept putting it on, and it never got, like, too much or cakey. Oh, frick, I feel like I'm starting to sweat. And I shouldn't do this because this had the foundation and primer on it. Any procrastinator shopping to sell at the last minute, Tanya says. Nice deal, says... Oh, you got... Oh... I was going, even though I don't need a fresh one, I was going to get a fresh one the subliminal for $64, because even 40% off for the motherships comes to $77.40. Sorry for poking you on the face with the brush. It's $77.40. But I'm like, I could get another one for whenever this one dies, because I've had it for at least like 3 years, but it still works fine. And it showed it was there. And when I clicked put in cart, it said unavailable. So I put in, be notified. And then I got a notification. I went to it. It was there. I put it in my cart. It wasn't there. I'm like, why are they playing with my emotions? So I'm glad you got it. I feel like I'm yelling because I'm excited I hit pan. And somebody else I know was trying to get it too, but it kept disappearing. Or it might have been you and I'm just forgetting it was you. Okay, so this is Fire Opal. And so this is how I do my highlighter, regardless of what brush I use. But look. Y'all, the formulas with her stuff, it never looks like too much. And even though this looks scary, and it's described as yellow-orange. So there's the orange and there's the yellow. And it never looks like too much. Never. Look at that. And then dim light, just because... Give a speech. I will start it for you. First, I would like to thank House Labs for making such beauty that drove me to obsessive. I lost where I was. Because when somebody comments, it scrolls up. So I'm like, where's the sentence? First, I would like to thank House Labs for making such beauty that drove me to be obsessive in dub cheek situations. Second, I would like to thank my troll fan for being here live to witness this pen happening. Oh my goodness. I needed this laugh like I think we all did. Thank you so much. Oh, you had to go to the store to find them? I was in Sephora and didn't even think to go check for it. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Dion. I ordered it once and it was that was you. Sorry for poking your eye with the brush. I remember your comment now. Because I'm like, oh wow, I'm glad you got it. And you were like, they canceled my order. Yeah, I remember now. I was upset for you. I'm like, how dare they play with her emotions like that? You saw it again in the middle of the night and ordered it again. It's sat in the process for over a week. Oh gosh, but now it's on its way. Awesome. I am so excited for you. That is my number one favorite mothership because it surprised me so much. Lastly, I would like to thank myself for using my makeup. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I came over here tonight. Like for real, y'all. It's a nice set. Tanya says Nina, but I don't need any of them. The Sephora Pros are nice. Hitting pen is like hitting a milestone. I had no idea I was that close. And I know I was saying earlier they both had a dip in it, but I put the brush in it and I was like, what is that really a hole? What? I got the new Danessa Myricks. It says Janessa, the new Danessa Myricks palette and the new Makeup Forever cream face palette from the Sephora sale. Only 2 items, but still, ouch. Yeah, the Makeup Forever stuff. I think I got 30% off for the pro discount from the Academy stuff. Because with your certificate or even just the thing saying you're a student, you get a discount. So I think I got those 30% or 40% off. Yeah, but they're $88. Oh, but it helped a lot having a discount because them shit's expensive. And Danessa, we know she's expensive. And Heather is laughing at Locke. I know that was that was hilarious. Cass says, I still have some Danessa Myrick swatches on my hand, and that's very sparkly and brilliant. Oh, thank you, Heather. Yeah, because I was just like, I wanted to just show y'all what I took and explain why I didn't use it all. And I just wanted to briefly touch on politics, but that kind of just took over. But what else did I have in the title? Unpack with me. What the title say? Because it was 3 things. Politics, powder, that one size powder. And I told you I'm not using that again. So it was politics, powder, and unpacking. Yeah. And so, and when whatever brush I'm using, and because this is the shape and not that big fluffy brush, or even like that the lethal one I showed you that was fluffy, if I use this brush, I just kind of like swirl it all over, and I usually do forehead first. And dim light does dim down things for me, and I don't think I needed dim down, but because I took it out. So you see how that just, y'all, these hourglass powders, you see, all right, so this is the side without hourglass. You can clearly see the blush, you can clearly see the highlighter. Look at this side. Everything is just, it makes it look, it's just seamless. Oh my gosh, I love these. So radiant light gives me radiance. Dim light dims things down. So now look at this side, y'all. I'm just like, I could. And eternal light, I'm going to put some of that on just to show you. That one makes me toasty. So I have to be strategic where I put it. I don't put dim light under my eyes because it just makes it look a little funky. And so I do remember not to do that. That DM palette looks so pretty. You know, my heart and my soul and my intellect loves Vanessa, but my face and my skin is like, hell no. And it might be a good thing because I would be buying a lot of her shit. Even that balm powder, my face was itching. So this is eternal light. I forget what it's described as. Is it on my label? Golden amber. Label horror high. And so I'm going to just do the same thing, but I'm just going to put like a little bit here. I put this on one day with a fluffy brush all over, and you see how it does add shine, whereas dim light dimmed it down. And so I'll only put this a little on the forehead, a little down here, and I'll just lightly just go like that. So you see how it made it a little bit darker, but everything still looks seamless. And in a way, it seemed like it brought out the bronzer, the medium level 7. And so this is with dim light. This one is dim light and eternal light. So each one, depending on the color, does something just a little bit different for my skin. And okay, so that's what eternal light. So you see how it got toasty? Yeah, so makes me look toasty. So I have to just go lightly with it. Just for shits and giggles, this damn spray. The Groundwork palettes. I could not get the hang of the color fixes. I tried them as lippies. I tried them as eyeshadow, and my Liz was like, bitch, no. I tried it as a blush. It's a learning curve I just couldn't get. But look, y'all, this side is more toasty. It looks more toasty to me, but it's really long lasting on my hand anyways. This cat. You got the DM holiday set last minute. No regrets, says Nina. Dee says she likes diffused. Sarah says she almost got Groundworks. All right, let me. And even just now, it went in my mouth. This is not a repurchase, but I will use it. So I don't know. I don't know if it does anything, to be honest with you. But everything, it does look different to me. To me, looking on my monitor, it looks blurred. Whereas it didn't look like that to me before. Nina, the blush set, that's cute. One of those blushes came as reward with my PMG palette, says D. And I did hold it. And then it went in my mouth. Yeah, so it does look blurred, right? I know I'm not using that powder again. You know what though, y'all? In this mirror right here that I'm looking in, I don't like this. In this mirror that I'm looking in, I could see my pores. And so now I'm wondering, was it the powder? Because I used the powder and then the spray. I am seeing a bunch of pores, and I do not have large pores. It's looking cracked right here. And my chin, I could see my pores. I'm not using this again. F that and F that powder. So I don't know which one it was because I use them in combination. I remember when I did a try on with this. And it did blur. And some of y'all said it looked nice. Y'all said this blurred, but the cashew looked more natural. But then I sprayed my face after putting this on the side that had cashew on it. And this is the same effect. Because even right here is already cracked. Like right down here. And even going like this, I can see all these lines. Even down here, I can see lines. And I can see pores on my chin, pores right here, pores over here. And normally I don't notice my pores. And that's why I'm like, what's happening? Oh, battery saver on. Let me plug in my laptop. Yeah, I'm not using that powder again. I am glad that I tried it because I was curious about it. And so I am glad also that I got the mini. But no, this is all cracked. And This is breaking down the foundation, and you can see my pore. No. I'll see if Fabulous Fifiosity wants this when she comes on Saturday, because that's a no for me, dog. I'm seeing stuff I ain't never seen before on my face. Can always pass it on to a family member or friend if it doesn't work for me. I know nobody in my family or my close friends wear makeup like I do, but she does. She might try the powder, but she might try them both. And I said, if you don't like it, throw it away. Because I'm not returning it. They were not that expensive. And I could, but I'm not. I'll think about it. When did I get it? 'Cause they give you a month to return stuff at Sephora. And I did get the 20% off. Yo, I have like 2,700 something points at Sephora right now. So it won't mess up me having points. DM is like, why? Return to Sephora. Because I like giving stuff a home. But yeah, I'm thinking now, like, I think after a certain number of days, they give you store credit. Under a certain amount of days, they refund back however you paid for it. And actually, I purchased it in store, and I probably still don't have the receipt, but they can scan my phone number, type in my phone number, and see what I purchased. And I know y'all don't see it, but up close, not at all. And that's why I didn't do another face while I was away, because I'm like, my face is looking cracked and dry. I'm curious which House Labs bronzers are good for deeper complexions. Lock, which ones do you use? Because I think you two might be around the same complexion. But that first one, Deep Level 10, you saw that was rosy on me. So it might be a blush for you. It's just freaking weird. But Medium Level 7, I can't believe there's a little hole in there. I put the brush in. I'm like, what is that? This does bronze me. But maybe Lot can help you out with that to see which ones that she wears that she likes. Since she's deeper than I am. A little bit deeper than I am. Grace, do you have any House Labs bronzers that you can chime in on which ones show up on you? Better than keeping, says DM. DM's like, girl, you better get your money. Stuff about to get rough around here. Sarah says that one size powder gave her lines under her eyes I didn't have. And I know I have wrinkles, and I'm used to my wrinkles. I don't mind. But this looking cracked, like I ain't never been cracked around here. I have never seen my pores on my chin. And all of this area here, I see pores. And I've never seen my pores before. So I'm like, that's new. You know what, D? I think I will just take it back to the store. And I think one was like $17 and something. One was something. You have yet to find a bronzer, says Tanya, that doesn't look like a powder foundation or isn't so deep that it looks like mud on your face. I think when bronzers look muddy, I think it's an undertone thing. Watermelon Bliss is a yes. Oh, wait a minute. Did Sarah ask about? Oh, you know what? I thought you were asking about bronzers. Would you like me, Sarah, to swatch the House Labs blushes that I have? Excuse me. Yeah, you buy tons, don't feel bad. And you know what? And I wouldn't, because I don't return often, because I'll be giving stuff away. And if it's something that just doesn't work for me, I'll be texting friends like, hey, do you want to try such and such? And then I'll just send it off. Speaking of which, I have that prize I need to mail off. Sarah, would you like me to swatch my blushes from House Labs? I got 7 of them in total. And if yes, I'll just need to get up and go get the other ones, because I only have 3 sitting here. So let me know, Sarah, and I will hop up and go get it. Deep Level 11 bronzer is too deep for me, but it's so beautiful. I am up to it. I just need to, I'm gonna have to unplug this ring light in the back though, so I can cross over. All right, I'm gonna just grab the other House Labs blushes. And do I want to do my sponge tips or get brushes? I'm gonna just grab a bunch of brushes. Okay. I don't know if I got enough brushes. I just grabbed I got 2, 4, 6. One more brush, because I got 7 of them. Actually, I can use these. actually, I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. I grabbed a different set of brushes, and this is 7 brushes. I grabbed 3, the other 3 of my Real Techniques 200, and I grabbed 3 of the Sigma F08. All right, let me plug this light back in. I'm surprised them other 2 little ring lights didn't go out yet. Okay. All righty. Where shall we begin? All right. So the first set of brushes, and these are all Sigma brushes too. I'm not going to use those, but I'm going to use these. These are Sigmas too. These 3 are Sigmas, and I use these for foundation. This is an Ulta one, same shape. And it's ironic. This is called a foundation brush. These are called powder brushes, but it deposited too much powder under my eye, and so I found I like them better for foundation. And so we have 4 of these and 3 of these. House Labs holiday sale. Ooh, don't tell me that. You know, I don't need nothing. Let me calm my ass down. I'm gonna swatch them all, and I'm gonna try and go in order from lightest to darkest, because the light ones may work for you depending on the look you're going for. I'm gonna do Hibiscus Haze for, well, that's the first one I put on. Especially since they're disappearing from y'all. These little ass things. This is 11 grams, $38. This is like 5 grams for $32. So $6 less, you get less than half. I'm like, no. Yup. And people were saying, I'll never use that much. I don't know why people are upset. To me, it's the principle. If you want to give me less than half, then give me less than half the price. You only dropped it $6. I think they should have been like maybe $27, $28, not $32. And this one was $38. And I do think people were saying that to make themselves feel better. I'll never pan it. I have all these blushes. Well, I don't. And y'all see I pan the blush. I mean, one of the bronzers. So this is Hibiscus Haze, which we do have. Where's my mirror? On my face. I don't think this one would show on you, but like Pomelo Peach and Lavender Blonde might. And Grace likes Dragon Fruit Days too. This is Hibiscus. I can see it in this mirror here. Where am I? So it's described as, label or me here, mauve pink is how they describe it. I have, when I open it, the PAO, and then down here I have what it's described as. So this might make you look ashy, but that's Hibiscus Haze. You have Hibiscus Haze. It's pretty. It is. I don't want to get mixed up. Okay, wait. Let me with these brushes. So that's Hibiscus Haze. So we're going to sit that over here. Pomelo Peach. This may be cute. I don't know. This is described as a soft coral. And it is a soft shade. And I'm intentionally like picking up a lot. And you don't need a lot. Ooh. And actually, this shows up more than Hibiscus Haze. This is Pomelo Peach. Where am I? Right here. Just thinking successful celebrity beauty brands, Rare Beauty, Fenty, House Labs. And they're doing good too. In person, I can see that they're different colors. But on your end, they might look the same. So now we're going to swatch. Put that over there because I'll be confused. Like, did I do that one? This is Lavender Blonde. And this is described as light pink purple. I wasn't sure about this. I thought it was going to make me look dusty, and it doesn't. So I was excited about that. So this is Lavender Blonde. Where are we going to put this? Let's just put this right here. So it might make you look dusty. This one is a little tricky for me, but it just seems, it just works for me some kind of way. So that's Lavender Blonde. It's definitely Lavender Blonde. It's definitely a light pink purple. And they do show up though. That's the thing too. And they're buildable. Like I said, with the swatches, can you overbuild them as well to show how buildable and blendable they are? Yes. All right, so let me go back to shit. Which was which brush? This was Hibiscus Haze. And I probably should not put them next to each other like that. Y'all, this has a dip in here. Y'all see that? That line for the H in the middle is gone. So this is Hibiscus Haze. I'm going to take this here. And that darn, one of those ring lights went out. So this is Hibiscus Haze. In person, it does look really, it is building up in person, but it seems like for me, it's only, yeah, it's looking crazy. So that's Hibiscus Haze on me. And so we're going to put that back over here. Pick up the blush that had Lavender Blonde. You like that too, Sister? You have the lilac and the cream blush? That sounds pretty. Oh, wow. Oh, you're welcome, Lock. This is Lavender Blonde. We're going to put this here. I wish that other light didn't go out. Because in the mirror down here, like, this is really showing up. This is looking real, like, crazy. I think it would depend on the look you're going for or using it to top a cream blush. So you can definitely see the color. Like, these do show up. What about terracotta? Your favorite is bronzy, rosy shade that looks like the color is coming from within. Yeah. Oh, Sephora doesn't have lavender? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, so I guess I can stop swatching it. You haven't tried the cream stick. I wasn't sure if it would be too glowy on my oily skin. So this is, so y'all, you see it builds up. Like, this is looking crazy. Like, in person, this is looking really freaking crazy. Excuse me. So we're going to put that down. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. This is, y'all ready for this? Yeah. This is, what is this one? Y'all, this is Watermelon Bliss. It's described as a universal red. And in person, this is red. This is red. You're going to see in a moment, like how red this is. We're going to put this right here. Y'all. And this is on top of everything else on my face. This is red. This one might look nice on you, Sarah. And just tapping it, it makes it more concentrated. And y'all see these lines? But when you blend it, using the tip of the brush to blend it, look at that. No harsh lines. So it could be looking crazy, but when you blend it, this formula, y'all, the house lab sticks are good for underpainting to add more color, but alone on oily skin is a no-go, says Grace. That's good, Kat. Maybe someday. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Grace. So this is Watermelon Bliss. I think, Sarah, that this would look nice on you. And y'all saw how I put a lot? Because like this, it is concentrated. But when you blend the edges, y'all, Watermelon Bliss. In person, it is looking really crazy, though. But looking at on my screen, it's looking really cute. But in person, it's looking like a clown. Watermelon Bliss. Wow. This is like, yo, and they are buildable. So thank you, Locke, for suggesting that I layer because it looks cute right here. Sorry for poking you in the eye. But in person, it look crazy. It's beautiful. The red is so pigmented. Yeah, and I went heavy on purpose. Locke suggested I go heavy so that the color can really be seen. But yeah. And you see how it just blends out and it's just, you don't see no harsh lines or nothing. I love this formula, which means I get to treat myself to a new one to try. Not that you need another one. None of us need another one or nothing. Like for real. But we still keep getting stuff because we're going to do a haul video Tuesday night live. This one is Acai Sky. And it's described as a berry purple. This, the first time I put it on, I was like, and I was like, oh shit. But then when I blended it out, oh my gosh. Like how this blended out nice and smooth. And I kept thinking this was gonna be too dark for me, but I love the color. Yes, NARS Exhibit D. Yup. Yup. And I just love the color. And I said, I'm gonna get it. And all right, so I'm gonna take this Sigma brush. I tapped it twice, y'all. 3 more times. Look at Tanya just bought 3 benefit blushes. No, I don't need a great price on eBay. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Tap, 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 tap. I think this might look good on you too, Sarah. If you like this color. Yeah, people were comparing this to Exhibit A from NARS. Y'all, this, and y'all see how it's harsh? Watch. Y'all saw that harsh line. Look, where'd it go? Where did it go? Yeah, I think this one would look nice on you, and also if you want like a brighter red. But this, and y'all saw I tapped it. Y'all saw the harsh lines, right? And just really quick, they was gone. In person, I'm looking really freaking crazy. I'm looking at myself in this mirror, and it's looking crazy. It looked like I have a bruise, not real bad like that other blush, and I'm like, it looks like I got kicked in the face by a horse. This don't look like that. But it's just something about how this formula blends. Tanya really a benefit blush. I use my palette of them all the time. You should show us in the video, Dawn. This color is Acai Sky, and it's described as a berry purple cap. Yeah. But y'all saw how them harsh lines, and that was quick. Just like that, and them harsh lines was gone. No one would see your pores with that blush. Yo, that powder and that spray, I am going to take it back. Yeah, this, and I kept saying that is so rich though, and I'm tan. I'm like, but I got it. I first put it on, I was like, oh shit. And then I blended it, I was like, oh yeah. You just bought acai and watermelon in the stick version, said Heather. These colors are beautiful. Did I give away that bruisey blush I had? Actually, it's still sitting here. I think I'm gonna throw it away. I'm just surprised that they would put that deep of a blush in the advent calendar, because usually advent calendars, mystery boxes, they use like just neutral tones that most people can wear. So I'm just like, why did they put this? I don't know. So this is the Acai Sky. If you want more of red, that's watermelon bliss. So we got the 2 little ones to do. Wait a minute, why do I got 3 clean brushes? I had 7, and I brung over. Okay, did I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I'm missing. You know what? I don't know. I have 4 dirty brushes, but I did 5. Okay, I don't know. So we have 2 more to do. So somewhere I double dip the brush. So we got 3 more clean brushes and 2 more blushes to swatch. Okay, so put that brush over there. The shades I didn't have. This one is Fire Moon, and it's described as beige peach. So we're going to use this brush. I'm trying to figure out where to put it. Maybe I'll just put it like on this half of the forehead and put the other one over there. So we're going to press in. And it is kicking up in the pan, but I think it's because of how I'm pressing. And this is a different shaped brush than the other one. So this, what did I say it was? Fire Moon. So we're going to put Fire Moon over here. So for me, this is a good shade. We're going to keep building it up. They are definitely buildable. Excuse my hairline. My chosen family brother cut my hair for me, and then I freshened it up. But for some reason, my natural hairline is dark. It's darker than my facial. What am I saying? Darker than my face skin. And so I know. So all of this darkness is not this. I first noticed that in a video. I was like, did I put on too much bronzer? Like, why is my hairline looking like that? My hairline is dark. I have no idea why. Because it's the same length of hair everywhere else. But like this right I don't know why. This is Fire Moon. This might be a natural shade to put on and when you don't want it to look like you're wearing anything. or not at all, because if it's really not going to show up, it's like, why put it on? Unless you just really want a natural look. So that's Fire Moon. And when I turn this way, you can see it here. But when I'm this way in the light, it just looks like a slight shine, which is weird because it's not shiny. Like, so I don't know why that looks like that. That's looking really weird. It's not looking shiny in my mirror over here. If anything, it's starting to look a tad dusty, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think this one is a no for you, Sarah. So now we're gonna take the other new one because I was like, let me just get the your November beauty capsule edit. Will be long if I share all my purchases. Do a long one. Get that view time, block and your ads and stuff. I may do a lot of get ready with me using new to me products. I think you should do a haul video, even though I know you're not gonna call it that, and I don't like calling mine that either. But I don't know what else to say because I can put my new purchases and people will skip it. You put a haul, they're like, I'm gonna watch this video. What she get? This one is French Rosette, and it's just excuse me. This is described as a neutral rose. I don't know about this one. Thank all of you for the thumbs up. So let me move my mirror over here. Yeah, this one, I definitely think Acai Sky, no. The one that's more red, Watermelon Bliss. I do think that one and Acai Sky would be great for you. This one, I remember Tony won the extra one of Fire Moon that I purchased, and she really liked it. So it's just like a natural, like how Hibiscus Haze is for me, Fire Moon might be like that for you, whereas they're not there type of thing, and it is really pretty. So this one is French Rosette, neutral rose. And you know what I'm thinking now? You can do an ombre. Maybe I should do that one day. Do an ombre cheek look. Because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking if I put that with, even if I put that with Acai Sky, like put Acai Sky back here and put French Rosette, this one, like right here, like this part of my face, I think that would look cute. Thank you for that idea. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, I'm on the right side. Like that sunset blush trend that's going around. Yeah, to me that looks almost crazy. And maybe it's because I have wrinkles under my eyes. Like I'm not going to put blush all the way like up to here. You know what I'm saying? No, that's blush draping I'm thinking about. When they put blush from here like all the way here. And I'm like, I don't want stuff under my eyes. And I do notice it's not anybody my age that does that. So this is French Rosette. So it does show up on me. It looks like this in person. So those are all my House Labs, all 7 of the blushes. But I definitely think Acai Sky and Watermelon Bliss. These says almost apricot would be cute. I guess more brown and a peach tone. My face says it all on the French Rosé. And like says she wants the Fire Moon. I never did drape blushing either, and I've never seen it in person either, just on YouTube. And sometimes with the lights, it may affect how things show up or whatever. So sometimes I don't even trust what I see. I just don't. Asian people like to put blush under the eyes as well, says Kat. Is there a particular reason that they like to do that? This is French Rosette. She said, put under the eyes. And I know you didn't say for me to do that. I'm just being silly right now. Oh my God. In person, y'all, I'm looking straight crazy. I am looking straight crazy in person. Why Cat do they do that? Or is it just a trend, or that's just what they do? I cannot take myself serious right now. And then whose channel do I watch? They always do this with their blush, like over their nose. And I'd be like, why? I adore Paint by Number. I know you do. Dion looks as Nina. I don't. I don't, not on me. Maybe because their faces are flatter, they also decorate their under eye folds. I don't know. I don't know. I just know what this is looking crazy. Oh my gosh. Might as well do the rest of the nose too. I'm painting the face. Yeah, I'm not a blush on the nose gal. I put like a little bronzer right here and that's it. I don't never highlight my nose except by accident. One day I put on highlighter and then I just went like that and I was like, oh hell. And even though this is matte, my nose is just a disco ball. No matter what I put on my nose, it's like a ball of light. And that's for most people. So I don't understand why maybe it's my complexion that makes it look brighter. Like if you're very fair, well, you know what? Light is still going to bounce off your nose. I don't understand that trend, but I'm like, do not highlight my nose. Like, just don't. So these are all the House Labs blushes. Well, the 7 that I got. The only one I don't have is Dragon Fruit Days because it looked a little bit ashy on me. So I hope this was helpful, Sarah. Because I'm looking really crazy over here. Did I just smack? Okay, so thank you, D. I am going to take these back. Let me take my labels off of them. Because when I think I'm going to keep something, I put a label on it. Yeah, you look like you've been for a jog. In person, I'm looking straight crazy. Like, this is more bold in person. Because when I'm looking in this mirror, they might be like, why your face so red? You need to go to the hospital? I remember this one time. Thank you for the flashback. I was probably like 19. I was at a party, and that's when I used to drink. And my sister came, and she was like, are you okay? And I'm like, what do you mean? She said, do you feel okay? And I'm like, why do you keep asking me that? She's like, you want me to take you to the hospital? I'm like, what? I'm like, I was drunk, but I'm like, I feel fine. Like, what are you saying? She said, your face is so red. And I went and looked in the mirror. I was like, oh shit. I look like a strawberry. Like my face was beet red. So I should just say a beet. My face was beet red. And I was just like, oh damn. So even though I felt drunk, I didn't feel sick or anything. And I know that's a sign of something when somebody's face turns beet red. And she would sit there and she just kept staring at me. I guess waiting for me to fall out or something. I don't know. But this is how this is looking in person. And even these two that look like they didn't show much, like these are showing up. And but these in the and she kept asking me, you want me to call 911? Which I thought was stupid because we were all underage. No, was I even 19? I don't think I was even 19. So we were like I was underage drinking. And you want to call the police? No. But she kept saying, you want me to take you to the hospital? And I'm just like, will you stop asking me that? My face was like beet red. So y'all, that is it for tonight. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all hung in here too, because usually my numbers drop as we go on. So I do appreciate y'all being here. Tomorrow night are live, which will be my update for September and October beauty budget update thing. I know I blew it for this month, but we'll deal with this month in December. And then Tuesday, we're going to do my stuff that I've been purchasing. Y'all, by the 5th of November, I had made 6 purchases. And I'm like, I need to stop. The 5th of November, I made 2 purchases. And like prior to that, 5 days, I made 6 purchases. And 2 are from Sephora and Ulta. And I'm waiting on Sigma to come. That should be here tomorrow. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? I probably am. But what is in this bag? I ordered some capris off of Amazon. I don't know what's in there. Okay. All right. So I am going to order the new Nomad palette. You're welcome, D. I was calm with Sephora too, and then I just lost my mind. Like, I don't even really know what happened. Yeah, that money flew away. Thankfully, my beauty budget is still intact. Kind of, sort of. Because I've been using credit cards, but then I'll transfer the money into my general bank account, the one I do my bill pay from, and then I'll put that onto the card. So I guess I am still using my beauty budget money It's just like sending it over. And I do like if I spend $70 at Sephora on my Sephora card, I'll transfer 70 from my beauty budget into my general account, and then I'll pay not PayPal, but then I'll bill pay that $70 onto that same card. You shopping for jeans and t-shirts, casual, sundry, retail therapy? Yes, today before we left as we were wrapping up from academy, the director, she thanked everybody. She's like, tomorrow is Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Because there were quite a few of us that were veterans in there. And that's only one of two holidays I celebrate, Veterans Day and Memorial Day. So maybe I'll go get my money back for these. Celebrate my Veterans Day. You know what? There's a lot of places I can go and get like free stuff tomorrow, but I don't really feel like it. Texas Roadhouse, they do a abbreviated menu for free stuff, but it'd be so crowded in there on Veterans Day, and I don't think I want to sit in there for like an hour. Where am I at? I've been cutting down the number of brands I buy from. I only probably have like a dozen brands, if that many. Oh, I am getting a new Nomad palette. Yeah, it is all eyeshadow. So I was like, ooh. So I know it's going to work. The stuff I get, my friend, is on sale, but I'm still waiting for better. And better sales are coming. Pre-Black Friday, pre-Cyber Monday, and then Christmas sales. And then even in January is good sales because it's like leftover stock and they're trying to get rid of stuff, especially in department stores. Yeah, the Polar Express cat. I'm going to order that. I think it launches the 12th. So in 2 days. And so I am going to order. And usually they ship pretty quick. So I may have it Saturday at the latest. If so, do I have a live stream scheduled for next Monday? If we do not have a live stream scheduled for next Monday, that'll be what we do. And I do not have a live stream scheduled for the 18th. And so if it comes in, it'll be in by then. So the 18th, that live stream, we'll do our swatch party like we normally do. I forgot you were in Brooklyn, Sons of it. I don't know where I thought you were. I don't know where I thought you were. Oh, man. But for some brands, though, doing what the she's not falling for these early sales get you every time. For some brand, like House Labs, I don't think I've seen anything more than 20% for them. And I did get something from Ulta for 20% off from Hourglass. Hourglass usually don't do more than 20%. And Ulta has an amazing point system. So it's just kind of weighing, what's important to you. I'm like, give me them points and the 20% off. Because they kept sending me prestige coupons for Ulta. You never go, Leon. You never go where? I missed something, Sarah. Excuse me. Where do you never go? I think I missed something. Not sure I did. Oh, when I said y'all stayed long. Okay. Yeah. That's true. You do always stay. All right, so we're gonna go. So tomorrow we'll be back. Update beauty budget for September and October, because I forgot in October to do September's. And then Tuesday we'll come back and do my haul of stuff that I purchased already in November, about the 5th of November. And then next Monday, the 18th, we'll do swatch party for the Nomad palette. And maybe excuse me, I know y'all heard that one. I'm trying to think when I do the haul tomorrow if we're going to do swatches, but we'll decide that tomorrow. If y'all want to see how that stuff looks or whatever. This is a sleep tee and a big old hoodie. Oh, Dawn, I needed that hoodie. It was so cold. It was like 40-something degrees down in Maryland last night, and I'm outside putting stuff in my car, so I wouldn't have to carry it down to the car this morning. And I was just like, what the hell? Because when I left home in Delaware, it was like in the mid-70s. And so I left my balcony door open and everything. When I came home, it was like 60 degrees in here. So I'm like, I closed the balcony door, turned the heat on. Like, this weather is just up and down. Everyone have a good night. Says no one happy shopping for anyone that is. All right, y'all. We are. Oh, wait a minute. This is. Oh, for your friend. Your friend's birthday, says Dawn, is 3 days before. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like zip-up hoodies. I don't like the ones that you got to put on like a sweatshirt, because then if I have on makeup, it messes up my face. I like the zip up ones. Yeah, right now it is because I have the Weather Channel on my phone. It's only 56 and it's raining. Okay. It's 56 in Delaware. So we're gonna go, y'all, and hopefully y'all can make it back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be 7 o'clock. I mean, no, tomorrow night. Let me slow down. Tomorrow night will be 8 o'clock. The only reason I did 7 o'clock tonight because it's Sunday, and I'm like, people might be tired. They gotta get them to go to work tomorrow, and plus this wasn't scheduled. But tomorrow and Tuesday and next Monday we'll be back to the 8 o'clock for our live streams. Oh, your Celsius says Cat. I know you're excited about lives, Dawn. She was telling me before, do one every day. And I'm like, it'll just be me and Dawn sitting here every day. I did see, yeah, like I did watch her video. She's like, why you don't need Nomad Polar Express? What I'm curious about, and I'm glad I still have Iceland, because some of those blues from the picture in Poland, Polar, whatever. Polar Express. Some of those blues in there remind me of the blues in Iceland, Fire and Ice palette. And so we will compare those when we do the swatch party, not tomorrow, Monday, but next Monday. My face is itching. What is happening right here? Like right here, my eyebrow. I don't know what be happening. Sacramento, says Lock. But did you clap? When you type that, Lock, did you clap? Why you don't need... This one I was watching one of Grace's video. She said, why you don't need, because she was holding something. She was like, why you don't need, oh wait, why you don't need? And then she picked back up whatever she was holding. I was cracking up. Oh my God. I was cracking up. The blues are pretty, says Dawn. But it's my last reach for. I did blue today though. I would like to see you do a blue look in a video, Dawn. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, so we're really going to go because right now we're just hanging out, but babbling. I'm babbling. You guys are not babbling. I cannot look at myself with all this red on my face. In person, this is looking straight crazy. If I went out public like this, they would probably have me committed or at least call like 911. Like there's this crazy lady walking around with paint on her face. Thank you, Janessa, for being here. Thank all of you for being here. We are going to go. I'm going to wash these brushes. All of these brushes, which will be easy because all of them was powder products except this one. Those I look a little feverish. In person, it's worse. In person is worse. I should take a picture and then post it on my community tab for members only because I don't want everybody looking at me like, damn, like what the hell? Oh, that dude. I don't like how my chin was looking in that one. Okay. Yo, I'm looking crazy. I would post those for members only on my community tab. All right, y'all. I was taking pictures of the blush on my face. That's what I was doing. I'm gonna post it on my community tab, just for members only, because everybody don't need to see me looking that crazy. Lock, what else? We'll text Lock. We'll chat because I'll ask you our clarifying questions the way we do. It is Dawn. It is a crazy donation, but everybody ain't ready for like all the crazy. Like they just need just a little bit of the crazy. So we're gonna go, y'all. Thank y'all so much, and thank you, like, for saying do the face because that did really help because I was, and I didn't want the whole video most of the video to just be that crazy for the crazy donation. I appreciate it. I really do. I done found my tribe, and my tribe done found me. Excuse me. All right, we're gonna go. Hopefully, y'all can make it tomorrow and then Tuesday. I don't have video scheduled every day because I've been really like trying to get out of that for a while now, and I think I'm just about there, where it's not something every day. And when I don't have a video, I will just post shorts because I hate shorts, but every time I post shorts, I get a few subscribers. So I don't just want to not do them. I just would like them to cross over to watch the long form content. And most of them, the majority of them don't, but your phone almost died, said Dawn. See everybody tomorrow. Hopefully, True Dawn, the face helped me to. Thank you. Like, that was a really good idea, Lock. And that was my intention, but then I just, But we got some laughs. We got some face paint going on. I hope it was helpful, Sarah. Watermelon Bliss, the red one, and a Acai Sky, more purple. I think those would look really great on it. If you want something that's kind of there, not there, maybe one of these French Moon. But you know what? I would say just get, if they still got these for the larger ones, I would say just get these two, because I just feel some kind of way. And I can't even store these with these because putting them in size order, it doesn't work. You won't be there till January. Catch up on my video. Oh, thank you, Dawn, for catching up. You won't be weird till January. Did I miss something? I'm sure I always miss something. Y'all know I'm easily confused, and sometimes I be confusing myself. Like, what the hell? Oh, you won't be there as far as not having content every day. It took me. I've been working at it for a long time, and so when I do schedule a video, I make sure to leave a gap. And I started leaving Tuesdays open too, because it seems like every now and then I also do a live on Tuesday. And so I've been scheduling for like Wednesday and Friday. And then if something else comes up, then I'll just put it for like Thursday or Saturday. But I'm really feeling like I might start always doing 2 lives a week. I don't know, because it's just something about it. You know what it is? It's the interaction. That's what it is that I really like. But yeah, I'm gonna catch up on videos too, because I didn't watch any while I was away. I did run Grace's members only video, which was almost 2 hours, and I knew I was going to fall asleep. And I told her when I got home I was going to run it again and actually watch it. And so I'm like, let me just let her have her watch time, and have this view for the algorithm, and then rewatch it when actually watch it when I get home. And so I'm gonna do that after. I might leave my face like this for a while, but I think I'll just stretch out on the sofa and watch Grace's video. And so that's more watch time for you and another view. And I do that sometimes. If I fall asleep on videos, I will just rewatch them. You constantly watch videos, Cass says, until she falls asleep. Or you constantly fall asleep on videos. I usually fall asleep on Hung Bengal's videos because he's so soothing and he's so soft-spoken. It's like ASMR listening to him. I always fall asleep on his video. Even if I'm wide awake sitting on the sofa, next thing I know, I'm like, oh, the video over? I'll be like, oh. And then I'll start it over. All right, I'm babbling, y'all. We're going to go. We will be here tomorrow night. Thank you so much for all of you being here. Thank you again, Locke. That was needed. And them jokes she was making. I forget what you was joking about. And and then, first I want to thank House Labs. That was hilarious. And so, visit PNW. And we go visit Dawn to make her do a video. I'm down for that. Oh, Dawn, if we come there, you should let me do your face. How about that? Dawn's like, now we're going with it. Don't run down, Dawn. I know how to find you. I know where you at. All right, but we're gonna go, y'all. Thank y'all so much. This really helped me a lot, and I hope it was helpful to you as well. Even though we started talking about craziness, and then we got back to the troll craziness, which is always good. So yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow night, talk about money, and then Tuesdays talking about stuff I spent with the money. All right, y'all. Have a good night, and as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me tomorrow night. Bye. We're gonna storm Oregon and hit up. I'm going. Let's go, y'all, because we could be here like another half hour. All right, we're going. All right, thank y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.